Welcome back, everybody, to Midnight Movies. I am your co-host, Nikki.
And I'm your co-host, Cody.
You see that? I threw her off.
I was like, I'm Nikki.
She's so fucking confused now. No, of course, I'm Cody.
Yes, and I'm Nikki. Hello.
Okay, and today we're reviewing Cloverfield.
Hell yeah.
That's right, everybody. We're going out into the dark. We're going to go to 10 different fields, and we're going to rate them on the amount of clovers that they have out there.
How much clovers they
got.
How
many clovers do we got out there?
I've never found a 4-leaf clover before.
I don't think I have either.
Maybe that's why my life's like this. I'm just joking.
Maybe that's why I'm in constant misery.
No, my life's pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
No.
Anyway, it is good because we're actually reviewing Cloverfield from 2008,
yes.
Directed by Matt Reeves, of all people.
Matt Reeves.
Crazy, and one of his earlier directing gigs.
Mm-hmm. What else has he directed?
He has directed the 2010 film Let Me In, which is a remake of a Swedish film, Let the Right One In.
Yes, that's a really good movie.
It's a pretty good movie, despite it being pretty much just shot for shot. A remake of that original.
Because I'm like, I've seen the original Swedish one. I haven't seen the remake.
Oh, it's essentially the same movie, but in English. Okay. But it's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I hear the book's really good, too.
He also did 2 out of the 3 Planet of the Apes movies in the Caesar trilogy. So he did Dawn and War for the Planet of the Apes.
I love. That's another ranking we need to do.
Oh, I would love to do Planet of the Apes.
Oh, we have to.
I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan.
Same.
So. Okay, we'll add that to the list.
Yes, I did not know. Okay, yeah, we're adding that to the
list. But yeah,
list.
he did Dawn and War, 2 of the best Planet of the Apes movies, kind of in my opinion.
Samesies.
And then more recently, people would know him. He directed The Batman from 2022 with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. But
pretty good.
I don't mind Robert Pattinson. He's fine. I feel like he's a pretty good actor.
I have come around on Robert Pattinson.
With his Twilight.
I used to hate him because of Twilight, and then I saw The Lighthouse, and I was like, I fucking love this dude.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and to be fair, Robert Pattinson also hates Twilight.
Yeah.
So.
Robert Pattinson hates Twilight more than anyone else. And it's hilarious. I saw a clip of Twilight like a few days ago, and I think it's from the first movie or from the 4th one. I can't remember, but it's just like, Bella gives this line reading or something, and you can see Robert Pattinson like trying not to laugh.
Yes. No, I was like, so many. We have to watch those movies and do them because it's going to be a rough one. So funny. If you look at it more like a comedy, it'll be fine.
Yes. That's the only way I could look at that.
See, and it'll be a fun watch. But yeah, this kicks off our found footage month.
Found footage month. I spoke before, I kind of wish we had waited on Blair Witch, but we didn't quite know that we were going to do this at the time, so...
Yeah, we didn't know how we were going to format... Well, not format, but I guess just how the months and the movies were
kind of what the direction we were going with some of this, so...
Yeah.
But anyway, what a way to begin it, Cloverfield. So, Nikki, what's your experience with Cloverfield?
I think I'm almost 99% positive that this was the first found footage film I ever watched.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
It might have been for me. I watched this before I had ever seen Blair Witch. So
yeah, I feel like with this coming in 2008, I don't know, maybe if you're around our age, this might have been your first found footage film as well. When I first watched this, loved it. I thought it was so amazing. Hadn't seen a movie like it, obviously, because I had never seen a found footage film before.
You were just like, that's a real monster.
I was like, whoa.
How come this wasn't in the news? It destroyed New York.
I knew it wasn't real. I know there are some people who with found footage, they get confused with this is real footage.
I mean, they did that with Blair Witch. They did it with Paranormal Activity.
Exactly.
You'll get one of these every so often where it's like, was this real? It's clearly not.
It's no.
It's I doubt the police would actually release footage of actual people dying.
No.
To be consumed in theaters.
Yeah, right. For the audiences.
Yeah.
But no, I really like it. Now watching it, it can piss me off a little bit just because of the fact that the characters are just One of them.
We'll get into it.
Is highly unlikable. The other one's Rob. He pisses me off too.
Oh, okay. We're gonna differ on this because there's things about Rob that I like. So.
I wanted to fight him sometime. But no, it was good. I know whenever I watched this, I'm pretty sure I watched it with my sisters or around the same time as my sisters, and pretty sure it's my middle sister that she is not a fan. Okay. This kind of made her sick watching it.
That's a common complaint that I hear about this movie, which I've never felt personally.
I have never felt like sick because I don't get motion sickness. I hadn't felt that watching this. I did have whenever I rewatched this a while ago, I made Wing watch it with me, and he gets motion sickness.
Oh, okay.
I don't think his was too bad. I think he probably did have to look away like a couple of times.
Did he watch Blair Witch? Mm-hmm. Did he feel motion sickness during Blair Witch, or?
He might have not actually watched Blair Witch with me.
Because I was like, I know a lot of people had that complaint with Blair Witch as well.
It does. There was one scene, and it was when this whole thing first kicked off, and maybe I just needed to get my eyes acclimated to it. But man, the camera was real shaky at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not a surprise. Some of the behind-the-scene features, you'll learn that some of the actors, actually shot this footage. I think T.J. Miller came out and said, at least half of the footage that he filmed made it into the final film.
Yeah, he said that he taped a third of the movie, and almost half of the third that he filmed made it into the So
I mean, I feel like it adds to the authenticity of this movie.
No, and I like that about the Blair Witch, that they had them filming. They didn't have a separate filming crew.
Although with Blair Witch it was just the three of them, whereas in this movie they did have a cinematographer there.
Yes, which I feel like is good because the fact that only one of them had a camera in this, you can't just solely rely on that one person to get good shots.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I get that. But what about you? What was your
experience? Dude, you cannot believe I was obsessed with this back in the day.
I love that.
Cloverfield was my thing. I remember, what was it, summer of 2007. Before Transformers, they had the trailer for this. Mm-hmm. And for those of you that remember that trailer, if you're around at the time, all the trailer was some of the party scene at the beginning of the movie, then the explosion happening in the distance, and the Statue of Liberty head flying. And that was it. They didn't even put the title at the end of it. They just put the day that the movie was going to be released. And I was just like, I need to fucking know what this movie is.
You said, what the hell is that?
When this movie came, I'm pretty sure I saw this opening day in theaters. I was pumped to see this. Obviously loved it at the time. I saw it twice in theaters. Actually, no, I saw it 1.5 times in theaters. The second time I went to go see it, I got sick, and I had to leave halfway through it.
Was it because of the motion sickness?
No, I had bronchitis.
Okay.
So...
Different sickness.
At the time, I thought I had pneumonia, and I thought I was going to die. Little known fact about me, I'm kind of a hypochondriac.
Fun fact.
So
I think I'm constantly dying.
I just remember leaving the theater, going into the bathroom, looking at my lips to see if they were blue, because I was like, I have pneumonia.
I love that you were sick. Did you know you were sick before going to the movies?
I believe I was feeling not great, and then halfway through the movie it just progressively kind of got worse.
You're
I was just and then I just remember feeling oh god, I could have pneumonia. So I think I called my mom and I was like, you need to come and pick me up, because I was 15
pick me up, please.
Mom, I'm scared, can you pick me up? This party's getting out of hand. No, but I went to the doctor not long after, and they're like, yeah, you have bronchitis, here's some medicine. Just get better.
Bronchitis sucks.
It kind of did suck.
I fractured my rib whenever I had bronchitis because I coughed so much. I fractured it.
Mine didn't get that bad.
Oh man. Yeah. I would never wish that upon anyone. Anyways.
When this came out, saw it opening day, captivated me. I love the found footage format at the time. It's what got me into found footage. It got me into wanting to watch Blair Witch. When Paranormal Activity came out the following year, I went to go see that. when this came out on DVD, like, for those of you that know who own the DVD, you could actually go into secret menus by putting in certain, like, different formats and stuff like that.
Oh, that's fun.
You can bring up, like, some of the viral marketing that this movie had, where it's, like, clips from people who went to the party, or, like, MySpace pages of the main characters, or, like,
I did
news
see
stories pertaining to the monster and it coming to New York. Like, I went into a deep dive with this back in the day.
No, I feel like this would have been fun because in 2008, I was not that old. How old was I in 2008? I was 12.
Okay.
So I wasn't gonna go crazy into it. I feel like if this movie would have came out around the time, because how old were you then?
I was 15. I wasn't quite
15.
16 yet.
Okay.
So.
I feel like if I was 15, 16 when this came out, I also probably would have made this my whole personality for sure, because I saw there's a bunch of really cool, like, they're called ARGs, right? Augmented
reality game. Yeah.
Yeah.
We call them analog horror nowadays on YouTube. So,
but no, I heard that there's a bunch of, like, ARGs, and obviously they were trying to build this whole, like, world building around it.
Obviously doing what Blair Witch did, because Blair Witch did this like a decade before.
Yeah. And then there was also, like, a manga that came out.
Oh, yeah, which I haven't read. Despite the fact that I was huge into this, I haven't read it, but I know of its existence.
Yes, I did not know that until I watched this. And I learned a lot of lore about this.
There's a lot going on here.
And just reading the small bit that I did, I was like, wait, that's what happened? What's going on?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are happening in the background that, like, just watching the movie you want to be privy to.
Yeah. I was very surprised that there was so much that it was way more than what I thought it would be. Like, they really built this.
They kind of thought about this. Well, they wanted sequels, which, by the way, back in the day, like, I was obsessed with keeping up with any sequel talk and stuff like that. There's a blog that I followed back in the day. I think it was called, like, CloverfieldClues.com or something like that.
Love that.
Where it's just, like, everyone posting about their theories and stuff like that, and updates on the sequel and stuff like that. And I followed that probably up until the time I graduated high school. Because by that point, I was just like, okay, they haven't made one. They're probably not going to make a sequel now. And I'm pretty sure, like, J.J. Abrams, Matt Reeves, and the writer, I'm trying to remember his name, Drew Goddard.
Okay.
They pretty much all kind of just were like, a sequel's probably not going to happen.
Like, it's been so long.
Yeah. And they were struggling to come up with ideas, but I can think of, like, at least one idea where they could go with a sequel.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure, as of, like, a couple of years ago, J.J. Abrams has come out and said that there is going to be a Cloverfield 2.
Oh.
At some point, like an actual direct sequel to this movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. No, for those of you that don't know, there are 2 official sequels to Cloverfield, although neither of the films... technically, one of the films kind of picks up storylines, but all 3 stories are unrelated to each other.
Yes. And I've only seen the 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Okay.
I haven't seen Cloverfield Paradox.
I have seen all 3. And I'm pretty sure I've seen all 3 the day they were released.
Okay.
Except for Cloverfield Paradox. I think I watched it the day after.
Yeah. I have feelings about 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Okay. I mean, we'll
get into that.
We'll briefly talk about both of those movies at the end of this. We may eventually do full reviews of those movies, but today it's just going to be about this first Cloverfield.
Yeah, because this is found footage month.
And those other 2 movies are not found footage.
Yeah.
By the way, they say with the Cloverfield sequel, it's not going to be found footage.
Oh, well, okay.
Which I understand.
I'm not too sad about that.
I don't think I would like... I mean, Paranormal Activity did its own thing. I don't think I would like this franchise if it just kept being found footage. It's like, it's cool to look at the events of this movie through just the perspective of the characters, but eventually I want to know more about what's going on, what this monster is.
Well, and the fact that they have lore for this, and
well, they can't put it in the movie because you're limited to these people and they have no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
So you kind of have to create that elsewhere, outside of the movie.
Whenever you have that, like, you know, you almost think, like, okay, they probably don't have it fully fleshed out because of the fact that we're focusing on it, but they really got this fleshed out, which I was very surprised about. But yeah, I guess we'll get into it spoiler free to begin with. Nikki, so you mentioned that back in the day you really loved this movie. Upon a rewatch, what do you think? Now, I feel like before, when I first watched it, I probably would have rated it like a 4, 4.5, like really high. Now, I think I have it at like a 2.5, 3.
Oh, interesting.
Just because of the fact that it's still really good and it's still a great found footage film, but the characters, man, I don't like them. I really don't like any of them.
I get that.
Yes.
I don't agree with it, but I get that.
Yeah, I was like, just because of the fact that now, maybe because I'm older now and my frontal lobe has fully formed.
Yeah, we've outgrown the age of these characters.
Yes, that I am just looking at these characters and I'm like, why the hell would you do that? Why would you make this decision? Why are you guys being so dumb? Like, I understand.
They're in their early
panicking,
20s.
But it's like they had a couple of scenes where they were just like, you know, were able to kind of decompress and think for a minute. And then they still did stupid shit. So that's when I'm like, bruh. But it's still a good movie. I would watch it. I mean, I rewatched this movie a couple of times now. But now that I've gotten older, I can see how dumb they are now. And that kind of ruins it for me.
I totally get that. I'm kind of almost on the other opposite of the spectrum. Okay. I still love this movie. Yeah. There are character moments in this that I don't necessarily like and I question, primarily coming from one character.
Well, one character's annoying as hell.
One character almost ruins it for me, but I think this is a solid, like, monster movie. It goes by at a crisp. This movie is like an hour, 25 minutes.
Oh, it's pretty quick.
It doesn't overstay its welcome. It comes and goes pretty fast, although it doesn't feel like that, especially when I was younger. Oh. Like, I felt like this movie was a lot longer than it actually is.
No, because whenever because I watched this today.
Oh. I've watched this twice this week. Once like a couple days ago, and once again today.
Yeah, I already watched Lake Mungo as well. Spoiler, we're gonna do that next. Because I was like, I really need to get my shit together because we have some rankings coming up. We have a TV series we're doing.
That is correct.
Yeah, so I was like, I need to speed things along and watch further ahead. So this will probably be the last time for a while that I watch a movie before we do it, the day of. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with this, but when I watched this today...
I love that whole little tangent, and you're just like, what was my point?
Yeah, dude.
I was trying to go somewhere
trying to go... What were we talking about?
This is Cloverfield.
This is Cloverfield.
The fields of clover that we have out in the back. And that old, like...
There are abundance.
That old tongue twister. How many fields could a Cloverfield field if a Cloverfield could... Field a clover. I don't know.
If a Cloverfield could feel. I don't know where I was going with that. Fuck. I'll re-listen to this.
We're talking about, like, the pacing of the movie, and it doesn't, like, it goes by at a crisp, but...
We were talking about, because I had to make sure that this wasn't going to be, like, 2.5 hours long, because I was like, shit, do I have to start it, like, right now, like, right when I wake up? And it was like an hour 25. I was like, oh,
10 of those minutes there were credits.
Yeah.
Which is the classic sign of just like, we didn't have enough movie to make the minimum amount of like screen time that you need to be classified as a movie. So 10 minutes of credits.
Yeah.
That's what Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 did.
Don't even get me started. And then just replayed the whole first movie.
Yeah. I would love that for a sequel for Cloverfield, where half of it is just this movie again.
They're just watching fucking HUDs.
It's just a military guy sitting in front of a computer watching all of this happen on a laptop screen.
He's like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, interject every once in a while, just like, shit, that actually happened?
He's like, man, that HUD guy's really freaking annoying, isn't he?
I hate this dude.
God, when is he gonna die?
Parasites? No.
But no, you're saying it's a good monster movie. It is. They had, I really like the designs of them, the little insect critters that come off of the alien.
I'm sure they have an official name, but I don't know what they are. I just call them the parasites. Yeah. Because that's what they are.
Yeah, they, somewhere in it, I think I was watching with captions and it said insects.
I mean, like, they're very insect-like. They got the little spindly legs.
Very spider-esque.
They got them huge jaws.
They remind me, if anyone plays Borderlands, I know in Borderlands 2, there's these enemies, like these animals there. I forgot what the hell they're called. But
they're called enemies.
They're no, it's like an animal type, but they're spider-like, and there's different elements of them, but it looks like that.
This is our Borderlands episode, by the way, guys.
We will never do that movie. I
refuse. Not even for So Bad It's Good.
No, I don't think that's even a part of it.
To be fair, I have not seen Borderlands, so
I think it's just a
anything.
Bad movie. Oh, I would shit all over it.
I mean, you cast Kevin Hart and Jamie Lee Curtis in the same movie, and it's Cate Blanchett.
Or is Jamie Lee Curtis is in it too, yeah.
So I wasn't just dreaming that.
No.
That's an odd combination of actors. You got Kevin Hart and Jamie Lee Curtis.
We're going to go on a rant for a second. Hold on.
That's fine.
Buckle in. They just were like, you know what? If we just get all of these high dollar amount actors, like A-list actors in this movie, people will come watch it. No, that's not how things work. And then nobody did.
No one went and watched
and it tanked. And the beginning, when they were wanting to do that movie, they were wanting to do it more like the video game, where it's comedic, but also very bloody and gory and fun.
And Mad Maxy.
But then, yes, exactly, that same vibe. But then some guy left, another guy came on. He had never played the video game and was like, yeah, I can do this. And he couldn't do it.
I don't always disparage filmmakers not knowing the source material when going in, because sometimes you can have great movies made out of people who haven't read the source material or anything like that, but at least get yourself familiar with it.
Didn't even it's so bad.
Also, don't put Kevin Hart in your movies. No hate to Kevin Hart, but he is oversaturated.
He's kind of a one-trick pony, honestly.
Yeah, kind of.
Sorry,
I liked him in the Scary Movie movies.
Oh yeah, no, those
are good. He's pretty good in those.
Well, that was before he was Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that's before he blew up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure some people will go back and rewatch Scary Movie 3 and 4 and be like, oh shit, Kevin Hart's in this?
Yeah, he is.
And I would be like, yeah, that's where I know him from.
No, that was the first movie I ever saw him in, was Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was Borderlands.
Sorry, yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, but 1 out of 5.
I never will go watch that. Don't go watch it. It's awful.
One day we're going to have a Patreon and we're going to put up a poll and Borderlands is going to be on there and people are going to vote for it.
And I'll kill myself. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you're going to unalive yourself. We can't say that on YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube.
We're family friendly. Anyway, Cloverfield.
Anyways, yeah, let's get on with the movie. So this movie, the budget was $25 to $30 million, and box office was $172.4 million.
Big hit at the time.
It did some good.
Which makes it even more surprising that there wasn't a sequel to this until 8 years later. And even then, when the sequel came out, it was completely unrelated to anything that this movie was doing.
It was just in the same universe.
Not really even the same universe, just it's like a multiverse situation.
Okay, because I was like, what is it like? Because I thought maybe it was, this thing happened in New York, but then it spread out.
See, this is why you need to watch Cloverfield Paradox, because they kind of answer it in there.
Okay.
It's a multiverse situation.
Okay.
Pretty much. So, the events of 10 Cloverfield Lane take place in its own universe. Cloverfield takes place in its own universe. Cloverfield Paradox takes place in its own universe. And Cloverfield Paradox kind of opens up things and stuff like that. I don't know. It's fuck all convoluted.
It's convoluted as shit.
They should have just kept it as 3 separate stories with no connections, or connect them all.
Yeah.
Not any of this weird bullshit in between.
Yeah, no, that is interesting. I'll have to look into that more.
Yeah.
Or maybe you'll just tell me right now.
Well, not right now. We'll get to it when we get to the end of. But anyway, from here on out, spoilers for Cloverfield. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it.
Yes. So opening, immediately we are hit with the U.S. government footage.
But even before that, during all the opening logos, we get like our first nod to Godzilla, which J.J. Abrams was inspired to make this movie from. We get the monster's footsteps.
Oh, do we hear that?
Yeah, we do. Oh. Which is how the original Godzilla opened, the 1954 film.
Okay.
It opens with Godzilla just boom, boom.
I probably didn't hear that. That's why I have to have captions on, because I can't hear. And also, I was doing laundry, and our washing machine's kind of broken, so it sounds like an airplane's taking off whenever we're doing that. So.
Oh, fair enough. I had headphones in, so like, I could hear it.
I was like, was there?
And even being, like, it was great hearing it in the theater, too, just like the heavy footsteps.
Oh, I bet that was cool.
The, like, impending doom that's coming this way. We'll talk about it, but there's a lot of influence from Godzilla in this. J.J. Abrams in 2006, he was doing a press tour for Mission Impossible 3, and he went to Japan, and he went to a toy store with his son. Oh, and he just noticed that there was, like, still all these kaiju toys and Godzilla toys, and he's like, man, it's so cool that even like 50 years later, Godzilla is still a huge thing in Japan. And he was like, why can't America have something like that? And that's kind of where Cloverfield was conceived. It's kind of a shame that Cloverfield didn't really become the icon like Godzilla was.
Yeah, and honestly, whenever I was watching this, I could have sworn we really didn't see the alien. Or I'm going to call it an alien. It's an alien, right? Or what would you call it? A monster?
According to a lot of like the lore and stuff, it is of Earth origin. It just comes from deep within the sea.
Okay. So the sea creature, Clover.
Clover is its name.
Yes, so. I'll call him Clover. So, damn, I lost my train of thought again. Man. I'm like, it's Sunday.
It's that kombucha. It's messing with your mind.
I think it is.
Nikki's drinking kombucha, guys.
Yeah, my brother's stanky. Sorry. Smells like vinegar over here. I told Cody, I was like, don't breathe my breath air.
But no, we begin with the government footage.
Yes.
Department of Defense, property of U.S. government, saying multiple sightings of incident known as Cloverfield.
Yes, and I was going to say Clover. I don't remember seeing them a lot. Like, I thought we only saw them at when HUD, like, films it.
Oh, yeah, like, near the end.
Yeah.
I mean, they do a good job at teasing the monster here then. Like,
I feel like there's a lot of, like, pretty good shots of the monster.
There are more of that towards the end of the movie. Like, you get that, like, big wide shot when they're up in the helicopter of the monster just stomping through the city. Most of the rest of the time, it's just like you see it from the
hints,
back. You see a tail. You see an arm. You get like a brief glimpse of its head when they're fleeing to the subway. I feel like they do a good job just like slowly
hinting
teasing
at it,
until we get like the big reveal at the end of just like, shit, it's a giant bat.
For some reason, when I first, my memory from first watching this, I didn't think we even got like, I thought we got like the smallest of hints, like a hand.
Oh,
and then it would, or like a little back, but these were like
just
full shots.
We got his neck, his back, his pussy, and
his crack. We know him too much. We know too much of Clover.
We're very familiar with Clover now.
Oh, we're familiar.
Jesus.
Crazy.
Clover is a child in this movie. Let's get her act together.
Oh, yeah. I was like, apparently it's, Clover's an adolescent sea creature.
Yeah. Kind of like, they described it like a baby who lost their parents and is kind of just running around screaming, trying to find them. Which, if you look at a lot of the behavior of Clover in this movie, that makes sense.
Yeah. Apparently they wanted... It's have a creature with separation anxiety.
Same.
Yeah. And
I'm just kidding. I don't.
Yeah.
but don't leave.
But don't leave me, please. But yeah, then they also compared it to like a frightened circus elephant as well.
I can kind of get that too, especially with some of the noises that it makes.
Yes, they said like nothing's scarier than a giant creature who's frightened.
Oh yeah,
and that's true because they will lash out.
Especially something that's like 200 feet tall. Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, so we got U.S. government footage from the incident. Dun-dun-dun.
From Cloverfield, from an area formerly known as Central Park. Which, like, when you see that at the beginning of your movie, you're just like, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah, what happened to Central Park?
What do you mean formerly known as Central Park? I believe they open up the trailer with that line in there, too, which even intrigues you more of just like, oh, shit, like, what is going on here?
What happened?
Did they finally, like, make buildings over Central Park?
And just, like, bulldoze it over.
We should take Central Park and push it over there.
That's probably what they were trying to do with all of New York with this sea creature alien. Just push it over there.
Just push it over there.
But then it cuts to Rob filming
his naked girlfriend. Yeah.
I was just like, how weird is it that you have this guy over? You have this guy over. You know, the whole thing is that they had been friends for a while, knew each other in college. He's apparently been in love with her forever. They're finally taking the plunge. They slept together.
Oh, the scandal.
The scandal. And he wakes up and he's just filming. Because he says that they're at Beth, is the girl's name. They're at Beth's dad's place.
Which, by the way, Beth's dad must be like super rich to have that kind of apartment with that view of Central Park right there.
It looks gorgeous, but
I also love that as like a like, Jesus, my computer's distracting me. Kind of like you get the line of just like formerly known as Central Park, and then you open up and there's Central Park right there,
and he's videoing it.
It just feels foreboding.
And I just also feel like he's being kind of creepy because he's also going around filming the photos that are everywhere.
Yeah, just be quiet, you. That's just the washing machine upstairs. No, that's my little minstrels just playing music upstairs.
I was like, ooh, okay. But yeah, he's like filming her family photos.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Outside of universe, it's us learning a little bit about Beth and her family life and stuff like that. But in universe, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird whenever they do that in found footage, or just like you pan to family photos and stuff like that. And it's like, who does that?
Yeah, it's like no one does that. That's not normal behavior.
No,
And then he goes back. And is being like, what do you want to do today? And she's bare butt naked. Don't see anything though.
Catching Strawberry. Yeah, it's a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, calm down.
Calm down,
You're not going to see nothing here.
You're not going to see no boobies in this.
Yeah, get out of here. Pervs.
If this was an 80s movie, though, you would. Because you could get away with that back then.
80s or 70s movies, off the table.
Airplane's like a PG-rated movie, and that has like a tit flash in it, too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Crazy.
I don't think I've seen that. I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, we have to do Airplane at some point. I love Airplane.
Let's do it. It's on the list. But yeah, so the whole time that this movie's going, we'll cut to and fro because they taped over this tape.
Which, for me, I had a camcorder back in 2004 when I was a kid. And that's very realistic. Like, if you were to film something and then, like, rewind it and then film over it, it will do that. Of just like you'll go from the footage.
Like cut.
You'll go from the footage that you initially filmed and then to the new footage and then back. So it kind of added to the authenticity, in my opinion.
I like that. So yeah, like we're constantly getting footage of before the incident and during, which is cool. I like that.
Also should be noted, the movie begins at 6:42 a.m. and will end at 6:42 a.m.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Rob will even make a point of it at the beginning when he's just like, I'm at Beth's dad's place at 6:42 a.m. And today's already a good day. And then at the end of the movie, when he's making the testimonial, he's just like, my name's Rob, it's 6:42 a.m. So
Interesting. Okay.
Also very interesting when we cut after this beginning scene to like Jason and his girlfriend getting ready for the party. The time on that is also 6:42, but PM.
PM.
So
okay, yeah, because now we kind of cut to Jason, who is Rob's brother, and his girlfriend or wife.
I think it's
girlfriend
just
right now.
Boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay. Yeah.
But her name's Lilly, and they're getting ready for Rob's big going away party. We learn that he just got promoted. He's going to be vice president in Japan.
Of a company.
Some company.
Actually, the company kind of plays importance.
I was wondering if it was a certain company.
So, it's a Japanese company. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. It's called Tegrato. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that. But anyway, that company owns like a bunch of smaller companies, and one of them is for a soft drink called Slusho.
Yes.
Which appears in a bunch of J.J. Abrams properties. It was in Super 8.
I saw that. I wrote that down, that it appears in Cloverfield Paradox, Fringe, Super 8, and Heroes. And
in 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's in that too. But anyway, Slusho, that sub-company is what Rob is becoming the... the vice president of? So, and there's a lot of stuff in the expanded lore of just like, this company owns satellites in space. And apparently one of those satellites, and we see it at the end of the movie, crashes into the ocean. They go and investigate it, and they find the monster down there. They tell nobody about it, because the monster is lying on this stuff called... it's called sea nectar.
Yes, it was nectar.
Seabed nectar,
yes,
I think is what it's
seabed
called.
Seabed nectar, that is it.
Which they start to mine to make the Slusho. It's like a highly, like, what is it? Addictive. It's like it gives a boost to...
It's kind of like a steroid, I think is what they said.
Kind of. And I think in small doses, it's like, it's fine for people. It's like no more deadly than like a Monster energy drink, probably. But apparently that seabed nectar is what the parasites kind of have like lined up in their mouths. And so when they bite a person, that's why they react that way.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So yeah, the company that Rob's going to work for actually has ties to the monster itself.
I felt like there was some nod or something going on. I mean, obviously, because like he was going to Japan, and I was like, oh, okay, like, but
also another Godzilla reference. Godzilla is huge in Japan.
That's what I was thinking. But then whenever I read that there was this whole company and the satellite fell into the ocean and the creature and the seabed, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah. And I looked all that up after I had just watched this, and I was like, what the hell? Like,
see, this is shit that I was reading back in 2008, 2009, because I was super into this. I wanted to know as much about this story as I possibly could.
And it's crazy because I feel like people who just watch this casually had no idea about this, because I didn't, and I enjoyed this movie a lot when I first saw it, and yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, on the DVD you can like put in inputs on like the DVD menu, and it'll bring you to like all this stuff, news reports of like this what is it? This sea platform, a drill that's drilling into the ground that gets like destroyed by the monster, and like the company trying to cover it up and stuff like that. You actually get like Slusho commercials and stuff like that. So
that's so crazy.
They like really went into this.
I like that they did that. I'm sad that I didn't know about this before today.
Yeah. But anyway, they're throwing this huge goodbye party for Rob, and Lilly wants Jason to take testimonial footage. That's why they have the camera going. Kind of a dick move that he didn't think to maybe
replace the
card. But then again, why would you think that?
I don't know. I mean,
like Jason's brother didn't know that, or Rob's brother Jason didn't know that he and Beth kind of had this time together.
Yes.
So,
but then it's also just odd because it seems like, because this is Rob's camera, And it's just like, you think maybe they would ask or mention it.
At the same time,
of course, you want it to be a surprise. But then it's like, you took his camera though, so what? But then I guess because it's his camera, they want him to take it with him, and they weren't going to buy a new one. I don't know.
I just kind of simply thought it of, like, we need a camera for this party. Oh, your brother has a camera. Just go ahead and use it. It should be fine.
Yeah. It seems like a crazy, they overlooked this just buy a new tape.
Yeah. I mean, tapes back then weren't that expensive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but they're doing testimonials. They're having this grand party.
Mm-hmm. And Lily's like, Jason, take this camera. Get, like, testimonials from everybody. Mm-hmm. Just, like, get everyone's goodbye stuff. And Jason, like, the loving brother that he is, pawns that responsibility off to HUD.
Yes,
TJ Miller's character. Mm-hmm. And this is the one character...
So annoying. Oh my goodness.
I will say HUD, in certain moments, there's not a lot of them. Like, he has some moments in here that I like. It's more like when he's with Marlena, more than anything, and I think their interactions are kind of cute.
At some point, they get like, okay, this is endearing, but at first it's just like, bro, take a hint. Like, she does not remember who you are at all.
That's true.
It's mainly that scene like during the subway when she saves his life.
I mean, there's a couple.
There's
one in the subway before that moment, and then one in the subway after that moment. And I'm just like, oh, this is actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
And then HUD also has one good joke in here that I laughed at.
Okay.
But that's about it. Like, this character grates on me, and not just because he's played by TJ Miller.
Yeah, my first note that isn't about the sequential order of events. My first note is HUD's stupid ass face, because whenever we're introduced to HUD, Jason does like a huge close up of TJ Miller's face.
And my goodness, babyface TJ Miller scare.
Seriously. And he's like, hey, like, what's up? And Jason's like, oh, like, I need you to get testimonials.
Jason's like, I got a job for you. And HUD's like, I already got a job. And he's hanging up this poster that says, we'll miss you, Rob.
Like, yeah, I already got a job.
Which, to be fair, if I was a dude bro in 2008, I'd probably also be like that. I already got a job. I don't need to do another thing.
But I mean, he takes to the camera pretty immediately. He's a natural at getting testimonials.
I guess so.
Not really.
Not really. He kind of sucks at it. When the disasters start to go, then he's like fucking Spielberg with some of the cinematography he gets.
Whoa. But so we're slowly learning that Rob has a new job in Japan. They're going around. Everyone's gonna miss him so much. And this party looks amazing. Like,
it's a pretty good party.
I would want to be there. I love this apartment.
Yeah, the apartment is like, it's not high end. It's like, it's kind of got a brick aesthetic going on.
Very industrial.
Like, I kind of like this apartment.
No, I
But my God, that must also cost a lot.
Oh.
It costs a shit ton to live in New York.
Yeah.
Have you seen those New York apartments that are like only $1,000? And it's just like, it's like the size of this kitchen pretty much.
Yeah. Literally, this kitchen is just
literally like from the edge of this table to like the counters just right behind the camera.
Yeah, like the cabinets pull out into a bed.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like $2,000 a month.
It's pretty reasonable.
It's like, what do you?
You have to go down the hall to take a shower, but yeah, it's reasonable.
And you share it with 20 other people.
You have to go out back to that outhouse and shit out there.
But you're in New York,
but it's luxury.
I do not have any want to go to New York.
I had the opportunity once to go to New York, and I wasn't able to go because I didn't have enough money to do it. I was part of in my drama class, they did like this yearly New York trip.
Yeah.
And like, I got the chance to be able to go, but I was just like, we probably wouldn't be able to afford to do that, so.
That sucks. My sister, she performed at the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh, okay.
When she was in high
school. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, no, it was dope. But I'm still mad.
I got to stand under SpongeBob.
Well, I didn't get to do anything. I missed a Thanksgiving meal.
Oh, shit.
Because on Thanksgiving Day, we had to drive up to the airport to get her. and I'll never forgive her. And I'm just kidding.
Oh my
But I
God.
bring this up a lot because I had to freaking eat at Cracker Barrel, and I had chicken and dumplings, and I was pissed.
Oh. Man,
I can't wait for her to listen to this.
Shade thrown at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. I mean,
I like Cracker Barrel.
I haven't had it in so long. I don't think I've had it since that incident.
When was the last time? It's probably like 8 years ago that I've been to Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I don't.
It's kind of a good homey place to go, but like, I'd prefer to go to IHOP, actually.
Yeah, I would have just preferred to have a Thanksgiving meal, but they were all out because it was late.
Turkey
Because some people are probably like, why didn't you get the Thanksgiving meal at Cracker Barrel? They were out. It was like 8 p.m. They were done.
This is our Thanksgiving episode, by the way.
But yeah, I would never want to go. I don't think she had that great. I mean, she obviously loved being in the Macy's Day Parade.
I mean, anybody would. I think that would be a fun experience.
Yeah, I think it was just they were at a lot of touristy places, and she's like, "There's too many people. It's dirty.
Let's go see Madison Square Garden," and there's like 50 homeless people just right around.
I'm sure there's beautiful places in New York that are. I mean, because my boyfriend's been to New York with our roommate and his sister like years ago, and they loved it, but I don't think I would want to go.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel about LA. Anytime I've been to LA, it's just like there's some parts of this city that are just like beautiful, but for the most part, it's a dump.
Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, you're gonna get that in any big city like that.
I actually had the opportunity to live in LA at one point. I had a coworker who moved out to LA who was just like, "Oh, you should come move out with us." And I was just like, if you had said anywhere else in California but LA, I would have considered it, but I will never live in LA.
You said
ever.
No, thank you. Ever.
Just
don't even think about it.
Just for the traffic alone. Like, no.
I wouldn't go anywhere. I don't even like driving here.
I would have to live in a place where it's close for me to walk to everywhere, and even then I would still not feel safe walking the streets of LA.
I wouldn't want to go out at all. But anyways,
anyway, Cloverfield.
We're in New York and Cloverfield right now. And, Rob shows up. It's surprise.
Surprise.
Oh my goodness. And he's like, "Hey, where's Beth? She here yet? Where's Beth, everyone?"
And then Beth shows up.
She shows up with a date.
Okay. I do have a problem with this.
All right, tell me and I'll defend her.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to defend it, but is it weird to just bring, like, especially considering the fact it's only been a month since they hooked up?
So here's context, everyone. Beth and Rob hooked up, right? Yes. Like I was saying before, apparently he's been in love with her since college. They finally hooked up, da-da-da-da-da. Well, after they hooked up, it had been 3 weeks, and he ghosted her ass.
He blew her off.
He ghosted her ass, and he said, And you could say, like, oh, it's because he was moving, and da-da-da-da-da. Voice, communicate. People, communicate.
I would say good. More he was just undoubtful of himself of trying to start a relationship.
Just and communicate that.
He was just using moving to Japan as an excuse.
Yes. So he is obviously, he gets all like mad and sad and upset that Beth has brought a date. Trevor, I think his name is, and his character's name. Is it Travis? I think it is Travis.
Because I remember him just being like, "Good luck tonight, Travis."
Yeah,
or
Travis.
Like that.
It's the guy who is in Superstore that plays him. And he's also in As Above, So Below.
Oh, that's where I know him from. Okay. I've seen As Above, So Below.
Yes. So it's that dude. I don't know his name. That guy, everyone.
That guy. His name is now Travis forever.
Yes. I get why it might have been a dick move for her to like bring a date to this. But also, she probably was just like, you know what, like, obviously, I've been ghosted. Like, let's just move on. I'll bring a date. Like, obviously, he wants nothing to do with me. It'll be fine. Maybe she was also wanting to make him a little jealous. That could have been it, I kind of felt that
could have been part of the, like... But at the same time, like, poor Travis, he's just being used.
See, that too, because it's clear that I mean, later on, because she calls Rob, she doesn't call Travis to come save her.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's pretty clear that, you know, maybe this was just a tactic to get Rob jealous.
Maybe. For me, I was just thinking of why she even went at all.
It just seems...
Like, if it were me, and if, like, a woman ghosted me, that, like, we had a flirty thing going on for a while, we hooked up, she ghosted me, and then all of a sudden I'm learning that she goes away. I guess it's just me, but I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Maybe I would send a text and just be like, good luck.
It's clear that Beth is friends with this whole friend group, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Her and Lilly seemed close, like, this, and... I mean, obviously they've known each other since college, so I'm sure that their lives have intermingled quite a bit. So that's probably why she went. She probably was trying not to make things awkward, or she was trying to get him jealous. I don't know.
I think it's a combination of both.
Probably,
of those
yeah.
things. But to me, I was just thinking of just like, Beth, why would you even go?
Why a little immature.
Why don't you just, it's high school drama for drama's sakes.
And like we were saying, like all these guys are probably like mid to early 20s.
I would say they all would probably range 22 to like maybe at most 24.
Yeah, that's what I was like, at most 25. I feel like, even though it's like pushing.
I think Jason
like
kind of looks 25, whereas Rob, I feel like he looks 23-ish.
Yeah, so those are the age ranges. So, but
TJ Miller looks in his 30s, but I know he's not.
But I'm like, bro, like this is just childish behavior right now.
It is, but at the same time, it kind of grounds these characters. What I like about all this party stuff is it's kind of a distraction, right? You kind of forget about that title card at the beginning that's just like the incident known as Cloverfield that like destroyed Central Park. That hooks you, but then what kind of keeps you through these like first 15 to 20 minutes is just like you kind of get into the characters and the drama.
And now it's the drama of it all.
And it's just like the scandal.
Yes, like, ooh,
Rob and Beth slept together, the wench.
Oh, yeah, because, by the way, so we're noticing that Rob is a little sad currently. No one knows that they've hooked up at this point.
Jason and HUD.
They don't know.
They have no idea.
Lilly knows, though, because her and Beth are close. So Beth obviously told Lilly. They get the information out of Lilly. And
they kind of corner her because they've been
They
trying
literally
to...
corner her
They
in
literally
the kitchen.
corner her at one point.
Yeah. And they're like, you have to tell us what's going on. Like, why is Rob acting like this?
Not from a very, like, weird scene with HUD where it's just like Rob and Beth go out into the hallway to, like, argue about what's going on. And HUD decides that it's a good idea to go out in the door and film them.
Yeah, and this is when we get the snippet of Rob basically yelling at Beth saying, you brought a date to my party. And she's like, you haven't spoken to me in 3 weeks. Like, you ghosted me, basically. And then this is when they see HUD filming them. And they're like, yo, like, what the fuck?
And like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like, why are you filming this?
I feel like, and one thing that might explain HUD's behavior is I feel like he has some kind of on the spectrum of autism of just he's not very well aware of social cues.
He does not seem aware of social cues whatsoever.
That'll come up when they're in the subway and he's talking about burning homeless people, and I'm just like, dude, not the time.
Not right now. This is not the time for your autism to be showing.
This is not a time for your specific flavoritism, okay?
Like, oh
bury that shit down like the rest of us.
Yes, thank you very much. But yeah, so they get it out of Lilly that Rob and Beth slept together, and then HUD is supposed to be Rob's best friend. Kind of a dick move for him to go around the entire party
and literally tell everybody something that is not his business.
No, he's like, hey, did you guys know Rob and Beth slept together? Yeah, they literally had sex. Oh my god. It's like, how old are we? For one thing.
I put in my notes right here, dude, HUD needs to shut his goddamn mouth.
He does. And there's this one scene that I really like where he goes up to these two girls and they're like, no, you make shit up all the time. Like, I don't believe. And he's like, no, I'm not making this shit up. Like,
one of my favorite interactions is he goes up to Marlene and he's just like, did you know Rob and Beth slept together? And Marlene is just like, well, maybe it was a going away present. And HUD is just like, yeah. Wait, we're supposed to get presents?
I was like, oh my god.
That's not the joke that I found funny, but
it just shows more of like HUD is just
He's just completely...
He's not here with us.
He either has a form of autism where he has no social awareness, or he's just your typical mid to late 2000s dude bro that just can't fucking keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, like is dumb and can't shut up. Because also he is talking to Marlene at one point. And it's so funny because, she does her testimonial. He forces her to do it.
Yeah, because we learned that Marlene, who, by the way, played by Lizzie Kaplan, amazing actress, love Lizzie Kaplan. For those of you that don't know, she was in Mean Girls. I can't remember her character's name, but she's like, what is her
character's name?
She's Lindsay Lohan's character's, like, best friend. But I can't remember her name.
Much. I need to look this up.
I keep wanting to say Regina George, but that's the villain.
I think it starts with a J. People are yelling at us right now.
They 100% are.
They're like, it's
Cody, you say you love
Janice.
Mean Girls. Okay.
Janice.
People are like, Cody, you say you love Mean Girls, and yet you can't remember the characters' names.
But she plays Janice.
But in here she plays Marlena, and she's great.
Yeah.
Kind of looks a lot like Katy Perry and Zooey Deschanel in this.
I can see that.
She's kind of got that hair going and those big eyes with like the black eyeshadow around.
No, I was like, I do see that. But yeah, so HUD basically forces her to do this testimonial because he likes her and he wants an excuse to talk to her.
Which good on him because at first like he's like, okay, just go talk to her. And then she like looks at him and he's just like, ugh. Which, relatable, that was me in high school.
So fun. And he goes to her, not taking the hint that she really just does not. Because she tells him, me and Rob have met maybe 3 times.
And she even mentioned, like, we were drunk anytime we've met.
Yeah, so she's like, honestly, I don't even remember if we even ever had a conversation together. She makes him do the test, or he makes her do the testimonial. She is going on being like, hey, but you got a cool job. Like, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Like,
good luck, dude.
Yeah, like that's so great. And then
I've had situations like that where the company that we used to work for, they would write like goodbye letters or like cards for them.
Yeah.
And like literally it would be for a person that I never interacted with. And they're like, do you want to sign this? I'll be like, yeah. And I just write, congratulations, good luck on everything you do.
They're going to read that later and they'll be like, who the hell's that?
Yeah.
But she tells HUD, like, oh, like, do you have a card, by the way? Like, my job's going to be doing this retreat. They love this camera memory bullshit.
They love found footage shit.
And he's like, oh, no.
My company is Blumhouse.
Yeah. And HUD goes, oh, no, like, I'm, like, Rob's best friend, HUD. Me and you have actually met several times. And she's like,
oh, it's the cameras in front of your face.
It's in front of your face. Oh, yeah, I recognize you. Definitely does not recognize him.
Not at all.
And I was like, damn, he's...
That actually hurts from someone who was like that in high school. Where it's just like, I liked girls who did not know of my existence.
I'm so sorry. I was like, she's just not into you, HUD. I'm sorry.
Dude, she's just not that into you.
She's just not that into you.
But anyway, after HUD spreads this bullshit around the party that he shouldn't be, that's when Lily's like, you need to go talk to Rob, okay? Like, he's feeling down and stuff like that. And so that's when we get the scene on the fire escape where they...
Well, and before this, because... obviously, HUD spread all the rumors, and Rob comes back in from arguing with Beth. Beth and Travis, they leave.
It might be Trevor. I don't know. This character...
We'll call him Travis.
Let's just, to be clear, after this scene...
He'll never come up again.
We never see him ever again.
Yeah. But Travis and Beth leave, because Beth's like, let's just fucking get out of here. Like, I'm done with this.
Again, you probably shouldn't have gone to that party.
No, probably not. And so Rob kind of storms off to the fire escape. And yeah, this is when Lily's like, go, like, that's your brother. That's your best friend. Make him happy. Like, this is his going away party. Like, he needs to be celebrating himself.
I do like the little moment where, like, they're walking to the balcony and HUD's just like, should you do the talking or should I do the talking? And Jason's like, you will do none of the talking. Yeah,
like, honestly, shut up, HUD.
Anyway, they go out to the fire escape and they have, I would say, like a very late 2000s while at the same time kind of touching like heart to heart with Rob of just like, dude, she loves you. You need to fucking go out and tell her that you love her.
Well, and I like how Jason tells him, like, you're a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's too good for you. You're the one who ghosted her and, you know, didn't talk to her and this, and that. Like, you need to go after her. So I'm glad that they're like, she's not a bitch. You are.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that because honestly, they could have been like, oh, I can't believe she brought another dude here. Like, fuck her. Da, 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 da. But no, they're like, no, you suck, actually.
Mm-hmm. I like it when bros can hold other bros accountable for their bullshit.
Yes, hold your bros accountable. Because, I mean, they're your bro, but they do wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to hold your friends accountable. Like, don't hold them to such a high standard that it's like you can do no wrong.
And I do like...
Because that's just toxic.
I do like, in a sense, that Rob will take that advice to heart because this whole movie is a chase to get to Beth. So
he took it a little too hard because I don't think that they thought they would have to explain like, hey, you know, yeah, chase after her and love her, but also if there's like an apocalyptic type monster coming and we're all dying, I would say we should probably do our best to get as many of our loved ones to safety as we can.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Rob throughout the entire movie will be like, you guys go, I'll go.
I wanted them just to leave him. Like, let him go.
Yeah, but at the same time, I would love to have friends like that.
They were too trauma bonded to let him go. They're like, we'll come with you. I'm like, no, evacuate, please.
But anyway, in the middle of this conversation, we get reminded that we're in a monster movie.
Yes.
And there's a huge earthquake that happens.
Huge earthquake. Everyone's screaming.
All the power in New York goes out, apparently for like a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. And then they get an idea, a bright idea, might I add. To go to the roof after an earthquake, where most of the time there's usually aftershocks.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's because they watched the news and they're like, there's an overturned, like, what was it, a tanker or something like that?
An oil tank, yeah, I think so.
That overturned in, like, the Bay Area. So they kind of want, like, a good vantage point because I think they live pretty close.
Yeah, because they talked about something about the Statue of Liberty near there.
Yeah, and they live, like, right within walking distance of the Brooklyn Bridge. So it's like they could probably get, like, a good vantage point of what's going on.
Again, maybe not the safest thing to do.
No, but at the same time, like, whenever there's tornado sirens going off where
People
we live,
sit out on their porches,
I will go out to my porch and look around.
Yeah.
I have some pictures of some crazy, like, storm clouds because I just went outside and looked.
Yeah. No, I was like, I think we talked about this in one of our episodes before, but the weather before a tornado, it's very nice and it's calm, obviously. But once the tornado hits, you should seek shelter.
It is very pretty to see the clouds coming in, but once they come in,
you need to go.
So I get the morbid curiosity of just like, there was this huge earthquake, an oil tanker, like within looking distance from us is over. Let's go look at it.
Yeah. So the entire party, and there's a shit ton of people here that fit into this apartment. They all go upstairs to the roof. Not a great idea.
Because then explosion.
A giant explosion. Huge debris is flying straight towards them.
Oh, like literal like fireballs coming down. Then everyone starts to evacuate. They run down the stairs. Run down the stairs onto the street. And that's when we get the Statue of Liberty head. Yeah,
the iconic, I feel like iconic scene of this movie is the Statue of Liberty head.
I mean, that was the hook of the trailers at the end. Which, by the way, Statue of Liberty head in the street, nod to Escape from New York. The John Carpenter movie. Because the poster of that has a giant Statue of Liberty head sitting in the streets of New York, which is an image that's not in the movie, but it's on the poster.
Oh, interesting. It's a cool image. Like, I liked that they did this.
I just love how it ragdolls. Just like it's like I kind of have a theory of just like it wasn't like Clover like throwing it, but maybe like a bit with its mouth and then spat it out.
That's what I heard. That it saw this Clover saw the Statue of Liberty and went to bite it or eat it, and
because there's like teeth marks in it,
and then threw it. Yeah.
So I just love it in the distance. You see it like real quick, just like spin and hit the side of a building and then just come down onto the street.
No, it's cool. I like how they did that. But so immediately Jason goes into, I feel like he's the older brother. I don't think that they said this.
I get the feeling.
He seems like the older brother. Mm-hmm.
Second, he kind of takes command a little bit.
No, immediately he starts forming a plan. He's like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Before that, though, we get our first little glimpse of the monster. Like, HUD pans over, and, like, we get, like, I think just the backside of it and, like, one of its little vestigial limbs on its side, like, crawling through the city. Yes. And HUD sees it.
I missed this part because my roommate came in and was like, oh, you're watching Cloverfield. Good movie. And, like, we were talking about it. So I totally missed this part. Because then later I heard, like, HUD is obviously, like, saying, I got on film. Like, I saw it. It's living. It's the living thing. And I was like, fuck, I missed it. Shit. So, yes, you are correct. We get a glimpse of Clover.
And then we get what this movie's really about, which is 9/11. This movie is a metaphor for 9/11. Like very clear imagery when the building comes down and you see the ash cloud coming through, and then even like after they leave the convenience store and you see the people walking through the street, everything's covered in ash. Like this movie is clearly about our anxiety of 9/11. Much like Godzilla was kind of the anxiety of the Japanese people of like nuclear bombs and America bombing Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I feel like this movie does with 9/11. Yeah. So, I mean, even before we get this monster coming through New York, when the like earthquake happens and the explosion happens, literally you hear people just be like, is this another terrorist attack? So they make it very clear, almost hits you over the head with it, of like, this movie is about 9/11. Yeah. Which every movie in the 2000s was about.
I was going to say, yeah. I mean, this happened... I mean, this came out in 2008. So it was only a couple years afterwards.
It would have still been fresh in people's minds.
Yeah. But yeah, so Jason's forming a plan. They need to get the hell out of there.
And they decide to go to the Brooklyn Bridge because it's closer and it can get them out of the city. Marlene...
That's where a lot of people are evacuating to. Like, a lot of the police are leading civilians there to get out of the city.
Marlene is there. She's kind of in shell shock because she didn't make it into the convenience store in time when the building came down. So she's, like, covered in dust. She's, like, out of it. She has, like, no awareness of what's going on.
Didn't she say at some point, too, like, she saw it eating people?
Yeah, that's when they were making the plan to go to the Brooklyn Bridge. They were like, Marlene, you got to get up. She gets up and she's like, no, it was eating people. Which, if I heard that in that situation, I would have a panic attack.
I'd be like, hold on. Pause.
Rewind.
Let's say that again, Marlene. What did you see?
What do you mean eating people?
Explain.
Explain, people. Explain.
America, explain. I
am confusion.
I love that one. I think about that one all the time.
Rest in peace, Vine.
Seriously. But so they get everyone. They're going to the bridge. They're all evacuating. This made me feel so claustrophobic. All of these people. Just all the people.
I mean, it's terrifying at one point because they all kind of get separated because everyone's just constantly moving and you kind of just get pushed forward.
Yes, because as they're evacuating, Rob gets a call.
From Beth.
And I asked my boyfriend, I asked Wing, I said, okay, if we're in this situation where, because he was in the room while I was watching it. He wasn't watching it with me. He had already seen it, but he was there. And I was like, what would you do in this situation if we were separated and like you were like hurt or something? Like, would you call me to come save you? Or like, because I would want him to call me to just be like, hey, love, like, because I would call him, be like, love you, probably not gonna make it, but that's that. And first he said, well, why would we not be together like when this happened?
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, true, but let's pretend that we're in this like situation, like I'm at work or something and something happens to you and you're in a giant skyscraper.
Let's just say we're in New York. And I was on one side of New York and you're on the other side of New York.
And he said, yeah, no, fuck it, leave me.
Oh,
like,
damn.
yeah, he's like, don't come for me. Because I would do the same. I wouldn't call and be like, I'm bleeding. Which is what Beth does.
Well, she says that she can't move.
She's like, I can't move. She does say, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding so much. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Come save me. Rob, save me. Like, she's literally...
Save me, Robin Hood.
I was like, bro, that's so much to put onto someone.
Yeah.
To be fair, she doesn't know the extent of what the fuck is going on. She
and
probably
also,
just thought
probably
it was...
from her perspective, she's dying. So
yeah.
she's kind of in that fight or flight response.
Like I said, I would call my loved ones. I mean, mainly Wing. I don't like maybe my sisters if I had the dying breath to do so. But I would call Wing and be like, I love you. Like, save yourself.
I guess it's just me. Like, if someone that I loved called me and told me, go save yourself, don't think about me.
You're like, brother, don't come.
I would go after them.
Crazy.
Because here's the thing. If I lived and if I find out that person died, I would have major survivor's guilt.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be like, very much go save yourself. Like, and I hope that you make it. And whatever happens after death, I'll meet you on the other side, brother. Because the fact that she was very much like, save me, Rob, save me. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what's going on.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
You're my only hope, Luke, or what?
You're my only hope, Ron.
Yeah,
Rob.
Ron. Ron,
he's just
stop.
on his phone. He's like, who the fuck is Ron?
It's Sam and Ron from Jersey. Ron, stop.
Okay, I was thinking more of Harry Potter, but yeah, sure.
Stop it, Ron. Stop. Jade, you can cut this.
Yeah, cut all this.
We're just doing vocal stems now.
Ron, stop. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
God damn.
Anyway, Cloverfield.
And also, fuck J.K. Rowling as well.
Yeah, no,
she's awful. Anyway.
Very much so. It's a shame because I still like the Harry Potter movies.
Right, like, it's just so shitty. It's like, thanks for ruining that.
Thanks for ruining something that I loved.
Anyways,
anyway.
So they're on the bridge.
They're on the bridge. Rob gets a call, which, by the way, I miss flip phones.
I do too.
Like,
oh my god, I saw at the
I got my iPhone.
Our giant bricks.
Yeah. I know that they make foldable phones, but that's not the same.
It's not. But I forgot to mention during the party when Rob comes in and they're filming, like, you see, like, several people.
Oh, yeah, everyone on, like, a Nokia just filming.
This woman had the smallest little phone ever, and I was like, oh, my goodness.
That was distracting to me even then in 2008 when those kinds of phones were prominent. Of just, like, she has almost what looks like an iPod Nano.
Yes!
Just filming.
I'm trying to, like, see, like,
It's like, that's going to be, like, the shittiest resolution.
My carabiner is probably the size of her phone, and she was just, like, holding it like.
And that's not like a detail that we see out in this. Like, it's prominent, like right in front of HUD's camera.
No, like the camera's here, and then
her little camera's just like right there.
If you're watching the video on YouTube, we're doing things right now.
Now we're doing handstands. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
They're never gonna know.
And backflips. We're very talented. Anyways.
I'm out of breath.
The old technology in this though was
retro.
Nice.
It reminds me of a time like before what we have right
time,
now.
Yeah.
Back when you have shitty resolution like phone footage.
Dude, yeah.
That thing would be like 240p
it would
most.
Be, no, seriously, the worst quality.
Yeah. Which, by the way, the camera that HUD has is like, I don't know what kind of camera that is, but like very good for 2008. If it's just like a typical handheld, I mean, obviously it's a movie camera.
Yes, but
like in universe, it's like that's a high quality camera for 2008.
Like, no wonder why they wanted to use his camera and not buy a new one.
That thing cost him $1,000. Let's use that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm burping a lot.
But anyway, yeah, Rob gets a call from Beth saying like, I'm hurt. Come save me. Come save me, Rob.
Yeah, save me. You're my only hope.
fuck Travis or whatever his name was.
Yes, and as this is happening, HUD sees immediately. He gets off to the side. He's calling for Lilly and Marlene
they're kind of a little bit further ahead of them.
There's so many people trying to get out. They're all pushing and shoving ahead.
And Jason just gets like, I call it like thrown out to sea. Like
he really does.
Very much gets far ahead of them.
He ends up having to climb on a light pole
to be able to talk to them.
Yeah, just to stop from being pushed even further.
Which good sound because you can hear him yell like, "Hey, why'd you guys stop?"
Yeah.
Like, in reality, it would sound like this. Like,
oh yes, please show us.
It would sound like this. Like, "Hey, why'd you guys stop?" Like. That's what it would sound like. You would barely hear it.
Did you guys hear Cody say that?
I'm pretty sure that didn't even pick up on the camera.
Maybe. I was quiet so that it could.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, in reality, you wouldn't have been able to hear him. But this is a movie, so that doesn't matter.
This is a movie. Being watched by some government man, I guess. I don't know. We don't really know who's watching this footage.
No, but it's property of the government now.
Yeah, I have a theory, and it's kind of where my sequel idea will come that we'll talk about at the end of it.
Ooh, so. I like that. But then, unfortunately, this is when Jason dies. He meets...
dying in a very gruesome way. He gets crushed by Clover's tail. Mm-hmm. So Clover, I guess, is swimming through... what's the river in New York?
Oh, yep. The river in New York.
River.
The Hudson River.
Is the Hudson the one that goes underneath the Brooklyn Bridge? I don't know. Never been to New York.
Yeah.
But it's swimming down there, and at one point its tail comes up and crushes down on the Brooklyn Bridge, killing Jason. It's a shame because I like Jason.
I did too. And I feel like the only reason why Jason got killed off is because he... would have had none of this happening. He would have had a plan. He would have talked to Rob. He would have figured shit out. Mm-hmm. Like, everything, they would have all survived if Jason made it to the end. I feel
like HUD would have died somewhere in between, but yes.
But everyone else, exactly. Like, they would have made it. And I feel like that's why they're like, we got to get rid of Jason. Because he's the voice of reason. He's the one that would have his thoughts not so convoluted.
Also, I think it establishes early on of just like, the bets are off, anyone can die. Mm-hmm. Because you like Jason up until that point, and then he's the first to die. Yeah.
And they're like, well, they're all...
Well, now he's gone.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we get like a really cool like effect of the Brooklyn Bridge just collapsing. Mm-hmm. The CGI in this can sometimes be hit or miss, but like when it's good, it's good.
Yeah, it's not... awful.
It's not terrible for 2008. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Brooklyn Bridge collapsing is really good.
Yeah. No, I was like, I feel like it still holds up pretty well today.
Yeah. I mean, there's some shots of the monster where it's just like, that didn't really age too well.
Yeah, but then like you just compare it to some of the CGI that you've seen in the recent couple of years, and honestly, it's not too far off.
Yeah, that's true. But back in 2008, they actually gave time to the visual effects to be completed, whereas nowadays they're just like, we're on a deadline. You got to release it by this time. Hurry up and fucking finish the special effects.
Don't even get me started on that shit.
That's the Marvel mentality.
Yeah, literally. Freaking Doctor Strange's third eyeball. What was that?
Yeah, but then again, how do you make a third eyeball look good?
You can try a little harder than that.
We can
with the amount of money they have.
If we ever talk about any of the Marvel movies, I can almost forgive it for Doctor Strange because it's directed by Sam Raimi, and Sam Raimi's very cartoonish, and like a lot of his movies have bad special effects, and I feel like it's intentional. Like. Yeah. He has a very goofy, cartoony like sense of humor.
I haven't seen that movie, but was it supposed to be goofy?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
in my opinion, Doctor Strange 2 very much feels like a Sam Raimi
okay.
movie.
You said in my world, it is silly.
But on the other side of the coin, something like Black Panther from 2018, some of the CGI in that is inexcusable.
Mm-hmm. I watched Black Panther like twice in theaters. It was so good.
I saw it once and I got what I needed out of it.
I remember you told me that. I loved it. I watched it twice.
To me, it's a movie where it's like, it's called Black Panther, and Black Panther is not the most interesting character of that movie. I feel like all the side characters are a lot more interesting.
Anyways.
Anywho, we're not here to talk about Black Panther.
Yeah, and we're not talking about Marvel.
We're not talking about Marvel. We may talk about some of that at some point.
Possibly. But yeah, so Rob then decides for everyone that they're going to go save Beth.
I don't think he decides for everybody.
No.
He decides for himself.
He does.
And then everybody else goes along with him.
To be fair, I don't think Lilly is in the right mind, the headspace. I mean, she's not the right one.
None of them really are. Like,
no, they just saw Jason die.
Really good acting on Rob's part of just like being in shock. Mm-hmm. Of just like, he's just kind of standing there. Like, you can tell like everything is drowned out and he's kind of just staring into the distance. Mm-hmm. And then when he comes back to it, like his first instinct is to like focus on a goal. Yeah. Which is, my battery's dead. Which, by the way, remember interchangeable batteries for your phones?
Yes. I sure do.
Can't do that shit nowadays.
Nope, he said my battery's dead. I'm going to go get a new one.
Yeah, I'm going to go, because this electronics store across the street is already being looted into, so it's just like, yeah, might as well take a fucking battery for myself.
Yeah, and Marlene is obviously consoling Lilly, mm-hmm. and she just
and Hud's trying to console Rob, but he's not good at it.
They see Rob run off, and Marlene is like, what the hell? Where is he going? Hud, go get him. Like, mm-hmm. we need to get out of here. So Hud goes and follows him, and Hud may also have ADHD. I'm not for sure. Because he's like, Rob, we gotta go. Oh, wait, what's going on here? And
okay, but to be fair, it is a monster.
Yes.
It's not like he's panning over to the episode of SpongeBob that's playing on the TV as well. He's actually looking at the monster that's literally right down the street from them.
Yes, so exactly. So he's looking at television footage of the monster, then looks outside to see the monster, goes back, hey, Rob, we gotta go, turns back around, sees more people looking at the news footage, and is like, oh, what are we watching? And I'm like, the monster footage, Hud. Get out of there. the footage you were just watching.
Yeah. This is also where we learn about the parasites, because the monster is like scratching its back up against the building. Mm-hmm. I love it that it's kind of like a bear.
It's just like the closest thing.
Scratching up on a building. And all the parasites are falling off, and they're just scattering
away.
And I think I wrote in my notes that the parasites are infinitely more terrifying than the monster is.
Oh, absolutely.
Because holy shit, they are fast and they are terrifying.
Well, and they can, because at least you know where the monster is because it's huge, right? These creatures are so, like, I mean, they're big, but they're the size of...
I think they're 2 feet tall, so they're like the size of like your kind of mid-sized dog.
Yes. So I'm like, they can go anywhere you could probably go. Mm-hmm. And that's scary.
Anything you can do, I can do better, because I'm a parasite.
Yes, that is what they're saying.
I'm a crab-like parasite. What you gonna do when I come snapping at you?
For those of you listening, Cody snapped at me with his crab claws.
No, I just flipped the bird.
Boop, boop. But yeah, so they see the parasites falling off, and it starts attacking everyone. This is on the news footage. Mm-hmm. And then Marlene comes in. She's like, what are you doing?
We need to get the fuck out of here.
So she finally rounds everyone up.
Yeah, Rob is able to hear the rest of the message from Beth. That's when we learn she's like bleeding. She can't move. Mm-hmm. She's stuck. She's basically pleading for her life.
Yeah.
And that's when Rob makes a decision. It's like, I'm going to go after her.
And Lilly, still not being in the right state of mind, says, I'll go with you.
I kind of also interpret it as just like, Jason's dead. I consider you a brother. I will follow you.
No, that is definitely what she was thinking. Like, if Jason was here, this is what he would do. Like, he would support you. Don't know about that. I feel like Jason would probably talk some sense into him. Which this is why I was like, she was not in the right headspace to make a decision like this, to just be like, okay, I'll just follow you. Because it's like, this is not safe. This is not what Jason would have wanted. No. He would have wanted Lilly and Marlene and his brother to get out as like safely as they can.
What is it? I understand why Lilly goes. I understand why Hud goes. What I don't understand is why Marlene does.
I don't know why either.
I guess because she doesn't have anybody else.
I think that's it.
Like better to go with the people that you know than get lost in like a government like line up out of the city and stuff like that.
I think that's what she was like. Like, we started the night together. We're going to end this shit together. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like, we're going to get out of here.
Which none of them do.
No, spoil, they don't. So, as they're walking to go get to Beth's place, they end up in the middle of a war zone.
Mm-hmm. The monster pops out, and then the government pops out, and they're just kind of caught in the middle. Really good sound design of just, like, you hear, like, the monster roaring, like, all the missiles and, like, bullets being launched, and, like, HUD and Rob are trying to communicate with each other, and neither of them can hear each other.
Yeah, they're just yelling. You can't hear.
That being said, you can tell
they're
what
pointing,
Rob...
Yeah.
Like, he's pointing, and he's clearly being like, the subway! Mm-hmm. Go to the subway!
Like, we're going there. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, so this is when it's subway time.
Mm-hmm. We get our first, like, glimpse of the monster's face at this point. Because right before they go into the subway, the monster stops down right in front of HUD. Mm-hmm. HUD pans up, and the monster, like, roars as it's going over him. Mm-hmm. A really cool shot. I really like it.
No, it was good.
And, what is it? I remember... initially being disappointed by the design of the monster, mostly because, and let me see if I can find it here, there was like a lot of people theorizing what the monster was going to look like in the movie, and I don't know if this was like official art for it, but this was one of the designs that I saw that I really liked at the time.
I do like that.
I don't know if we'll pick up on the camera, but it's a giant whale-like creature.
I think you can send Jade like a screenshot.
Yeah, I might send that to Jade. No context, just.
Oh no.
But anyway, like I saw that design, and I was like, oh, that would be so cool if it looked like that. And then like we get to the bridge scene, and we see the tail go up,
and you're like,
and it looked whale-like, and I was just like, oh shit. But then we get the up close look at this, and I was just like, oh. That's not what I wanted it to look like.
Maybe they felt like it wouldn't read as well looking like that and being on land.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's very aquatic.
That's very aquatic. I do like that design,
Then again, at the same time, when I look at the Cloverfield monster, I'm just like, what part of this would be aquatic? You know?
No, you're right.
Like, it's got, like, yeah, it's got the little vestigial limbs right there that kind of look like flippers. And it's got, like, the breathable sacs on the side of its head. But at the same time, it's just, like, it doesn't have, like, gills. It doesn't have, like, fins for swimming. Yeah. It kind of looks like it would just transverse on land.
It does. That's why it seemed more alien-esque to me rather than deep-sea creature.
I think it just walks on the ground, like, on the bottom of the ocean floor, so...
I don't know. The design could have been a little bit better, but it still looks good.
Yeah. I think some people nowadays would call it generic, but that's because I think a bunch of movies have kind of used this similar design. Yeah. Like A Quiet Place, the aliens from that kind of have the long spindly legs. We talked about Super 8, the monster, and that kind of looks like the Cloverfield monster a little bit.
They look like they could be cousins, maybe.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Both those monsters were designed by the same person.
Exactly, yeah.
And then, like, I don't know if you've seen the Tomorrow War.
I don't think, no.
Oh, some of the aliens kind of have some of the Cloverfield look to them as well, so...
Makes sense. But where are we at? Okay,
they go down
we're at
to
the subway.
Subway sandwiches.
Subway sandwiches. I hate Subway.
Most people do.
Yeah.
And not just because of pedophile that they
hired. Oh, God, yeah. No, it's just it smells weird, too.
Yeah, the weird smell.
Yeah, like you know what Subway smells like.
The smell of artificial bread.
Yeah. But so they're down in the subway. They're like, we're not eating
fresh.
They're not eating fresh. They're not having a good time. And
yo, dude, I'm straight up not having a good time.
They're not.
My brother's dead, and I have to tell my mom that.
Well, I feel like this is the first time that they have had a moment to breathe. And I'm like, okay, let's think for more than 2 seconds here, you guys. And then, because I feel like also Rob hasn't came to terms yet that Jason is gone. Because I feel like he's just running on adrenaline right now.
Yeah, that really comes when he gets the phone call from his mom. And then he has to confront the fact that Jason is dead. Because he has to tell her.
I felt like maybe this would cause them to make a different plan.
I would say for Rob, probably not. Like, no. Jason's dead, so it's like, I gotta save someone that I love because I couldn't save Jason.
I think if anything, it just solidified that for him, yeah. And I was like, that's not a good move.
To me, I would wonder why, like, Lilly and Marlene wouldn't change their ideas. I would get that HUD would follow his best friend to wherever he goes.
But I feel like with Lilly and Marlene, they could have been like, hey, okay, you guys go together, we're gonna go to safety.
Yeah.
But no, they decide, Rob and Lilly together decide that they should go to Beth's place instead of waiting there for things to calm down upstairs, that they could just take the subway.
Well, they initially, because Rob at first is just like, well, we can go up on the other side to the street and maybe wait for a low point and then move. Mm-hmm. And HUD is actually the voice of reason of just being like, dude, I'm with you, we gotta go, but at the same time, you gotta realize what's going on up there.
Yeah, like that's there's not gonna be a lull. What do you mean? This isn't rain.
So yeah, they pretty much collectively agree of just like, we gotta sit here and kind of ride it out for a bit.
But then Lilly and Rob are like, hey, we could just walk the subway routes.
Yeah.
To get there. We don't have to go back up. We don't have to wait for anything.
It's not like the subways in New York run for fucking miles and miles.
I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea either. Because they start walking. And then they see a bunch of rats running.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, when you see a lot of wild animals running in the same direction, a ton of them, there's a shit ton, you should probably start running too.
I mean, they do. Like, we get that.
There's a light jog. They do.
Well, we get
they them. They don't run.
We get them, but at the same time, you got to conserve some kind of energy.
Bro, I just sprint.
At the same time, they also don't know what they're running from. So
nah, this is one of those things where you see animals running, you run.
But in the subway, we also get the moment of just like HUD kind of tries to speculate where this thing came from.
Oh yeah.
Where he was just like, maybe it came from outer space, maybe it came from deep within the ocean, which ends up being correct. That's where it came from. I also like his little moment. It's just like, maybe it flew here like Superman. Or like, maybe it flew here and Marlene is just like Superman. And HUD's like, wait a minute, you know about Superman?
He's like, wait, you know Superman?
Yeah, Marlene is just like, wait a minute, you know about Superman? Are you aware of Garfield?
That part was funny. Because I was like, why is he so shocked that she knows who Superman is?
I mean, he probably thinks of her as, like, the cool girl, and just, like, why would a cool girl know about Superman?
It's so funny. Because it's like, really well-known. And I love it.
Yeah, out of all the superheroes he could have picked, like, in 2008, like, Iron Man hadn't come out yet. What if he had said Iron Man?
Like, Iron Man.
Then it would be weird that Marlena would know who Iron Man is. But Superman?
She said, are you aware of Garfield?
Yeah, that was really funny.
Good on you, Marlene, because literally, like, what are you talking about, HUD? But this is when the parasites attack.
Mm-hmm, they start to hear the noise, and they're just like, I can't fucking see shit in this subway, so let's turn on the night vision.
Yep, the night vision on the camera.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, we see, like, right behind Rob, right up in the top corner, just the parasites crawling on the ceiling.
Cool shot.
Really cool shot. Mm-hmm. I really like it. And it just gives you, like, this, holy shit.
Yeah, like, oh, there's a lot here.
Like, it's a good jump scare without it being a jump scare.
Mm-hmm. And the bugs attack.
Invasion of the bugs.
Invasion of the bugs.
How do you feel about the noise that they make? The it's kind of comedic.
It's kind of
a little bit. They just buzz past you and they're just like.
I don't know. I like the design, but yeah, the noises they make are kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense when you think about they've been eating like seabed nectar, which is like a stimulant. That would probably make them like super hyperactive.
Oh yeah, they going crazy.
Oh, they go fucking nuts. These things move like nobody's business.
No, they are moving very erratically.
They're like, I'm fast as fuck, boy.
They are. But one of the, I mean, they're attacking all of them, but they go after
one of them
HUD.
comes up and tries to actually kill HUD, and Marlene, the bad bitch that she is, comes in with like a pipe and starts whacking it.
Saves him, but as she's saving him,
she gets bit.
She gets bit in the process.
Pretty bad too, like
horribly.
right across like her shoulder, down like part of her chest and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
it is. It's deep too.
Oh, it's very deep. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. Well, it's a PG-13 movie, but I'm surprised it's not bleeding more than it actually is.
It should be, but yeah, because it's PG-13. This is actually a really good PG-13 movie, by the way.
Yeah, it shies away from some of the violence, but it does it in pretty creative ways, which we'll get to in a moment.
You don't feel like you're missing out on anything.
No. Considering the fact that we're confined to just what the camera picks up, like, it feels gruesome without it actually being gruesome. No. Kind of like how people thought Blair Witch was like. I'm pretty sure people think Blair Witch is much more intense than it actually is.
No, I was like, I liked how they did this. Because some PG-13 movies, you always feel like you can tell it's a PG-13 movie because it's kind of holding back.
Hunger Games.
Yeah. But this was good. I enjoyed this. But yeah, they collectively go into this break room, it seems like.
Kind of aside, I don't know.
There's like a vending machine in there and some chairs.
I take it as like it's the maintenance.
Yeah.
Like where they go to take their breaks. The people who clean the subways and fucking kick the homeless people out.
Oh, goodness. I thought you were just going to say kick the homeless people.
Like, it would be a liability if a homeless person is lying on like a subway.
That's true. They should tell them to leave. Over. Yeah.
So get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, but they run in there.
Go sleep on our anti-homeless benches.
God, yeah. Like, why are... Okay.
That's a whole different issue.
We'll digress. So stupid. So many people, so much money, and it's like, what are... Oh, all right.
What are we doing?
All right.
Treating people inhumanely.
Like shit, yeah. Wild.
People watching this are just like, oh no, the podcast has gone woke
it's
again.
Gone woke. Gay?
Gay? My mom texted me just being like, I don't know about that thumbnail. And I was just like, it has no ill intent behind it.
It's so funny.
For those of you that don't know, it's for It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 review. It's a picture of Bill Hader making out with Pennywise.
Which is Bill Skarsgård.
Bill on Bill. Yeah, Bill on Bill action.
Yes.
Double Bill.
Gay.
And down below, it has like written gay in like the pride colors and stuff like that.
I thought it was hilarious, but I was like, I'm sure there's going to be some people like, what is this?
Yeah, my mom was just like, you got to be careful because some people will like, they won't take it in the right way. And I was just like, there's people who listen to this know that we're not against gay people.
Yeah, I
would hope that would come across.
I feel like it would come across more with people who are not homophobic. I feel like people.
You almost said homeless.
No, I almost said who are homosexuals, and I was like, wait, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the opposite.
The homosexuals hate us.
No, I feel like people who are homophobic would hate it more.
Yeah, that's true.
And be like, ooh. That makes me uncomfortable, yeah.
Why is Bill Hader making out with that clown?
No, yeah.
Because it's fucking hot.
Because it's hot as fuck. No.
I love that. Because it's hot as fuck.
It's hot as fuck. That's why. Let the Bills bill.
Let Bill
Hader and Bill Skarsgård
let Bill Hader tongue kiss a clown.
Yeah. What's the problem with that?
I don't know. That was quite the tangent. We just that is.
You can cut that out if you want. Anyways, but yeah. So,
but here comes a little cute moment between like HUD and Marlene.
Yeah, because they're in the room. They're patching her up, trying to clean out the wound.
You kind of get the sense that if they had been able to make it out of this, that maybe there is something there.
Some trauma bondage.
Maybe it won't last long, but there's probably something.
Yeah, there. I feel like they maybe would have went out on like a date, and I don't.
Maybe a couple dates. And
it probably wouldn't have been good because obviously I feel like
HUD's kind of an idiot.
Yeah. And I feel like it would have only gotten to that point because of the fact that they like had trauma bonded and
that's true.
Yeah,
but then again, every sitcom from the 2000s is like idiot husband with a nagging wife.
Yeah.
So maybe they would have been perfect for each other. It
works. But yeah, they have a nice little back and forth. I mean, HUD is obviously like, you saved my life. Like, I would have died if it wasn't for you.
And he's obviously trying to get her to laugh and stuff like that. So
you could tell she appreciates it.
Mm-hmm. She does give like a little genuine like smile and stuff like that. It's cute.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice
one of the rare
moment.
I like HUD moments.
Yeah, and then
not a lot of them. Well, again, we haven't gotten to the joke that I really like.
I'm interested in this joke. But yeah, so Rob is trying to figure out, do they keep going in the tunnels? Do they stop?
Do they just stay here or do they go topside?
Yeah, and then HUD literally says like, okay,
yeah,
so
he's like, so our options are we die here, we die in the tunnels, or we die in the streets.
And they're like, yep, that's about it.
Yeah, I like Rob's little, like, yep, that's pretty much it. Yeah. But then Rob's just like, well, we don't know where we are. Let's go up top, see what's up there. And what's up there is a little military outpost.
Which I thought this was crazy. So it's like in a department store.
Yeah, I think it's like a mall, like a Macy's.
Yeah, it seems like they walked up into a mall. They're going to, like a Macy's or
Which, by the way, if you guys are from New York, does this layout make any sense? Like, could you go through a part of like a subway tunnel
and just go
into like a little break room or something, and then go up and end up in a department store? Is that something
That's
that
what
happens?
I was curious about too, because I'm like, is this weird that they're just all of a sudden in a department store?
I need to find someone who's from New York and show them this movie and be like, does any of the layout of any of this make any sense?
Makes sense, yeah. Because they end up in a department store, and I thought this was funny because at one point they see the bright lights, and they're like, what is going on?
They're like, is that Jesus?
It kind of seems like it. And Marlene is not doing well.
Yeah, she like kind of pauses, and you can see it on her face. Yeah. Really good acting of just like her eyes are kind of just half open, and she's like, I'm very dizzy.
Yeah, and then Lily's like, we need to get her to the hospital. Well, good thing.
Thank God there's a hospital right there.
And I love they get into this military base, guns are drawn, they're like, come with us.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, and they see that they have this little military base set up and people are being treated. Mm-hmm. There's doctors there. Not one of them said, hey, our friend has been bit and she's bleeding. You know what they do say, though? You know what Rob says? You need to help out my friend. This is her apartment. You need to come with us. Like, you need to save her. Well, what about the bitch that's with you?
Yeah, that's true. At the same time, like...
Lily, you just said she needed a hospital. Here's one. Can we get a doctor over here?
Yeah, it's weird that Lily never said anything.
No.
Like, I kind of understand. Rob's got, like, that one mental
Rob is being Rob right now.
Mindset of just, like, I need to save this person.
HUD? Anyone gonna talk for Marlene?
HUD's just distracted because he literally sees a body rolled by that's, like, blown open.
Yes.
Which, foreshadowing.
I was so upset for Marlene, though.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's anything that they could have done.
No, because they have no idea what's going on.
No. But they're walking through this military base. They're kind of talking to them about what's going on a little bit.
Yeah. One of the military guys literally says, like, whatever it is, it's winning. Mm-hmm. Which, that's
not good.
I don't want to hear my, like, military official say that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, great.
Oh, fucking great. There's no hope whatsoever.
And this is when
we get the famous line from this movie. All right, rack 'em and pack 'em. We're phantoms in 15.
Oh, is that...
I just love that line because they emphasize it. Like HUD pans over to this military guy and it's just like, rack 'em and pack 'em. We're phantoms in 15.
In 15. Well, I was going to be like, and this is when Marlene blows up.
Oh, yeah. Well, first, like, she says, HUD, I'm not feeling so good. And she's got blood coming out of her eyes, out of her ears and stuff like that. And then a nurse comes by and it's just like, we got a bite!
And they're like, get her to quarantine now! And, all hell breaks loose. There's a ton of people surrounding them, separating them. Obviously, HUD, Lilly, and Rob are trying to stay with Marlena. They're calling out to her, like, what's going on?
I do like the detail, like, Marlena, like, as she's being dragged away, she is calling for HUD.
Yeah, because they've bonded a little bit during
trauma
this.
Bonded,
yeah, so she is, like, HUD, like, calling for him.
Yeah.
And I like how they did this.
This is very good.
This part fucked me up. This part, when I watched it,
traumatized when I saw this in theaters.
Solidified this as a great movie to me when I watched it for the
kind
of
solidifies that this is a horror film.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good scary moments, but this truly horrific.
So they take Marlena behind this partition that they have, and it's just some fabric. Obviously, you could see the shadows behind it.
Yeah.
And as they take her, you just see blood splatter.
Well, first you see her, like, inflate.
Yeah, she inflates. She's, like, yelling, screaming, still going on, and then
poof.
Pop. Yeah, like, that's blood goes on the partition. And it's not even, they don't even linger on it for very long.
No, it's like a quick, because
they're like, rushing HUD out.
It's one step above subliminal, where just you see, like, the explosion, like, her just
pop
like a balloon.
You see that, and then it's continuing because they're getting them the hell out of there. And I liked that so much.
Very good. Like very I said,
shocking.
In 2008, fucked me up for a bit.
Oh, yeah. No, same. Because I was like, oh my God, she just blew up.
Oh no, my waifu, she's dead.
HUD.
Notice me, Marlene.
Literally HUD, yeah. And so they get, whisked away. And this is when the military guy is kind of explaining to them, like, there's nothing you could have done.
And this is also when we learn about the hammer down protocol.
Yes.
So basically they're just like, hey, we've been shooting at this thing for hours and nothing's been happening. So the government has given us the green light, like, if we can't take it down by, like, 0600, we're just going to level all of New York.
Yeah, like, we're going to nuke this place.
I wrote it in my notes, is hammer down nuclear or not?
I don't know.
I've always took it as nuclear, but
I did too, because I feel like usually when
you talk about leveling a city,
like
a nuke
blast
would
zones,
pretty much do it.
I feel like it might be a nuke.
Yeah, which wild to think, like, in this universe they just fucking nuked New York.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that too. But he's telling Rob and them, if y'all want to get out of the city, this is where
you have to get to this helicopter by 0600. If you're not there by the time they leave, then there's nothing we can do for you.
You're done. And Rob said, noted. All right.
No, good.
Save Beth. Get to the chopper.
Sets his little timer on his little watch.
0600. We're good.
Here's another good moment with HUD that, like, I just thought of right now. Just, like, when they get out of the military area and he just starts kind of crying because Marlene is dead.
Yeah.
He was just like, she was bleeding and people were yelling about a bite and then she just kept bleeding and then he, like, stops and, like, the camera kind of moves down and you can tell, like, he's just crying.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel bad for HUD in that moment.
No, because obviously we saw on camera, we don't know what he was looking at or anything, but we can assume that fast. He also maybe saw it. But he is probably also thinking, like, no, that couldn't be it. Like, my mind's maybe playing tricks on me. Like, there's no way that she just fucking blew up. Yeah. So he's going through it right now. Yeah. And then again, he doesn't really have time to, which, isn't this the part where Rob comes over? He's like, hey, you guys, like, we really have to leave now.
Well,
isn't this the scene?
Kind of. What he says is just like, we don't have much time. You guys go. I will go after Beth.
This kind of was pissing me off because he's like, hey, we're on a timeline. And, like, I know, like, a girl just blew up in front of you, but, like, I really need to go save my girlfriend. So you guys can stay here and I'm just going to go. And it's like, Rob, give us a second.
Yeah.
Like,
at the same time, Rob
fuck.
and Marlena didn't really know each other that well, so.
Yeah, I was like, this is so crazy, Rob. I was like, damn it.
But Rob does give him an out of just like, you guys get to the helicopters. I will go after Beth. He's like, that's what I was planning on doing anyway.
And they're like, no, we're coming with you.
Yeah,
and
Hud's just like, yeah, I'm
leave him.
I'm ride or die. I think I put in my notes, it's like, I wish I had friends like what Rob has.
No, these friends are crazy. Leave his ass.
I understand that perspective, but there's a part of me that likes Rob. He just seems like a kind of likable guy in certain areas.
Sure.
Not him ghosting a woman he loves.
Literally, I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like, just talk about your feelings, everyone, please.
Just talk about them.
Communicate.
But anyway, this is when they get to Beth's apartment, and it has been knocked over.
There are two buildings next to each other. One of them is standing tall still, and the other one, which is Beth's apartment, is leaned over on the other building. Like, it's
and
the
again,
only
if
thing keeping it
if
up.
you didn't get 9/11 before, two towers right there.
You get it now. And they're like, how the hell are we going to get up to her? Because I think HUD says she lives on the ground floor. And
yeah,
Rob
Rob's
says,
like, no,
nope.
39th floor. And then Rob suggested just like, well, we can just go up and see how far we get. But then HUD suggests like, how about if we go up the second building and see if there is like a crossing on the roof?
To jump over to the other building, and then we can go down from there.
And then they start, like, Rob starts to go towards the building, and HUD's just like, no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, because I think Rob and Lilly both turn around to, like, look at HUD for a second, and then they immediately, like, start running towards the building.
And here comes the joke that I really like from HUD, where it's just like, they never listen to me, and the one time that they do...
He's like, why'd you start listening to me
Just
now?
the idea of just like, oh, now they listen to me. I thought that was
true.
really funny. That was my one joke that I like about him. I know that it seems like I'm glazing HUD in this review. I don't like this character. He's annoying throughout these little spurts.
The whole time during... Because I've voiced my annoyance for him, but it's even deeper than that. Because
it's T.J. Miller, and he's a creep.
Yes, it's that. And then also... constantly throughout the movie, he's just like, Rob, oh my god, did you see that? Oh my god, did you see that? Look, like, throughout the whole time.
And then he's, like, making unfunny jokes, like, when they're in the electronics store, he's like, Rob, we gotta get out, it's time to leave the electric store, or something like that.
Yes, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. So if it looks like I like HUD's character because I'm highlighting these moments, don't get it wrong. I don't like HUD's character.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's her point of view character.
It kind of sucks, yeah, because he doesn't leave you hear his voice throughout the entire movie.
Yeah. And occasionally he'll like turn the camera around to just be like, hey, it's me, T.J. Miller. I'm still in this movie.
You see his fucking face. He's like, I gotta get paid for this.
His weird clean-shaven face. Because I mostly know T.J. Miller now from the Deadpool movies where he's got like a full fucking beard. And that's how I think of T.J. Miller. Mm-hmm. So now when I see like him like clean-shaven.
But yeah, no, I thought this was crazy that they went into this building and they immediately went to go to the elevators.
Oh yeah, I found that funny. It's just like, yeah, no shit, they're not working.
They're like, it's like there's a attack happening right now.
It's almost like one building is leaning up against the other building.
It's like, in a state of emergency, they tell you to take the stairs because the elevators are not safe. Why would
you think that this would work?
I was like, this just solidifies how stupid these people are.
Also, a little side tangent, not related to this movie, but kind of. The buildings leaning over on each other reminded me of that scene in Idiocracy.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh, there's a scene near the beginning of the movie where like the main character looks out at this like disheveled world, and there's like one building leaning up on another building that's held together by like rope. Oh, so it's really funny. So that's all I thought about with this building leaning over. It's like, oh, Idiocracy.
I feel like isn't that where Crocs first like were seen? Or isn't that a thing?
Maybe,
like,
I don't know.
The creator of it
like
had everyone wear Crocs because they're like, this is a stupid...
Oh, Henry's bitching.
Henry is bitching.
How dare you?
But yeah, he made everyone wear Crocs because he's like, these are really stupid looking shoes. But then they became popular. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be like, it's like a Psycho situation where it's just like, in Psycho, it's the first time we ever hear a toilet flush on screen. So it's like, Oh yeah, Idiocracy is the first time we ever see Crocs on screen.
Fun fact. No, I mean maybe. Who knows?
I mean maybe. Crocs were made fun of for like the longest time.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool's like, Crocs are cool, and people are like, Crocs are cool.
It was even before that. People were like defending Crocs. I'm not a fan. They look ugly.
Crocodiles are just mean. They snap.
More of an alligator person myself. But yeah, so they decided to start climbing the stairs. Well, not decide. They were forced to because the elevators
don't work. But yeah, like climbing up like 40 flights of stairs. That's a bit much.
I have a story. So every year, me and Wing go to on a trip, right? And it's in Colorado. I'll say that we go to Colorado.
Okay.
And
weed capital. No.
There was one time where we were at the hotel and it gets super busy on the weekends, and there was lines for the elevators, and 2 of them weren't working, and there was only 2 that were, and we're like, we're not gonna. Oh, poor Henry.
I don't know if that's gonna pick up on the camera. Or not.
Henry's crying.
Henry.
Poor baby.
He's just so not loved.
He's not. He's like, oh.
He's the biggest crybaby that I know.
But yeah, so we had the idea. I had the idea. It was my idea.
To go up the stairs?
See, I was like, we're only on what? Because we're on floor 10, I think. But my idea was, we'll just go up to the next level or 2, hit the elevator button there. Maybe we could catch it before it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we don't have to wait. Little did I know that floor 10 was the lowest floor that they had rooms on. All the other floors were maintenance stuff.
Oh.
So all of the doors from level 2 to 9 were locked.
Shit.
So as we're climbing the stairs, we're realizing this, and I'm out of breath. I'm dying.
I would be dying by like flight 5.
Oh yeah, no, I am not in good shape. It was the worst idea ever. We finally made it to floor 10 and we were dead.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're not doing that again.
These motherfuckers made it up 40 flights.
Insane.
I do appreciate that they show at one point where they're out of breath halfway through. Because, yeah, climbing up that amount of stairs is like, that's bullshit.
They would have had to leave me.
Yeah.
Go on.
Like, as much as, like, I would probably attempt to go up and save Beth, but, like, I would probably pass out and die by flight 10.
Flight 10, done.
Done, sorry.
Possibly 5.
Monster wouldn't even need to kill me. I'd just die right there and then.
It's like, I'm already dead. Just go. But they make it to where they're able to get to the other building.
Mm-hmm.
I liked this part. It was a really cool shot of them climbing over and just seeing like the other building like laying on it.
I kind of like HUD's little aside of just like, if you're seeing this without me, it's like, that means that I died.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously you would be nervous of climbing over on like an unstable rooftop.
Oh, yeah. No, I was like, I don't know if I would be able to do that. They make it over, though.
Mm-hmm.
They make it to Beth's apartment. I do like how they're showing how much this apartment is leaning. Like, they're having a hard time getting over.
And they're kind of, like, fun-housing it, where they're just leaning over on the side where their legs are over here and like, stuff like that.
Crawling to
I want to doubt that they might have built a set where it's just, like, tilted. Because that's what they did. That's what they did in Inception, that hallway fight with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. They built a rotating hallway.
Well, that's what they did in High School Musical as well.
Oh, fuck that. You took something that was cool and made it uncool.
Do y'all know what I'm talking about? That scene with Troy and he's like on the walls and
I don't
spinning.
even know what you're talking about.
They do. Y'all know. Let us know.
High School Musical ranking at some point.
Hell yeah.
God, just watch me unalive myself halfway through that.
No, that was...
I can't fucking take Zac Efron.
That was the first movie, and I think our first like date that me and Wing went on.
High School Musical?
I went over to his apartment and we watched High School Musical because he loves those movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Loves.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, I love that guy. He's so funny.
I just remember being in high school, and because I was in drama club, everyone talking about High School Musical, and I was like, you will never catch me watching that shit ever.
You're like, I am too cool for that.
Well, that was my mentality back then. Nowadays, I watch clips from it, and it's like, this does look like ass.
No, I watched the first one, and I think I was one of those people that was like, I'm too cool to watch High School Musical, but I don't mind it. I mean, I haven't seen all of them. I think I've only seen the first two.
Well,
I don't have a problem.
Wasn't the first two, like, released straight to Disney Channel, and then the third one was like, we're going to the theater.
I think so, yeah. Is there 4 High School Musicals?
No, I think there's only 3.
Is there only 3?
Is there?
I don't know.
Now
I
you
thought
have me
there was
curious.
4.
Little Google pause right now.
Yeah, High School Musical.
High School Musical. Cast? No, I don't fucking care.
I know, mine came up with cast immediately, too.
I think there's only 3 of them.
Let us know, you guys. Is there a High School Musical?
Comment down below.
Yeah, because obviously Google's not freaking helping
Okay,
us.
there is 3 of them, but there's a spin-off movie called Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure.
Oh. Okay.
And then I believe there's a TV show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, High School Musical, the show, the musical, or something, some fucking stupid shit like that.
I don't think that's still showing anymore.
Yeah,
right?
High School Musical, the series, ran from 2019 to 2023.
Oh God,
man, what a legacy!
I got
that
to the
Ashley Tisdale left for herself.
Yeah, I mean, she's also the voice of Candace.
Oh yeah, that's true from Phineas and Ferb. Yeah.
See, Phineas and Ferb slaps. By the way,
great. Actually, music. Phineas and Ferb is great.
Yeah.
I love the structure of their shows where it's just like they start off normal, then all this crazy shit happens, and then it just ends back where it begins.
It's just normal again.
And I love the little subplot with Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yes.
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz.
And Perry the Platypus. I just love the meme of just like Perry the Platypus puts on hat.
Oh, no, because he'll be like,
no, it's
like, platypus.
Platypus puts on the hat. Perry the Platypus.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
It is good stuff. Sorry, we went on a different tangent. I wonder if so much this is going to get cut out.
Who cares?
We're just talking.
I was actually surprised. I kind of looked back at some of our It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.
A lot. The tea talk stayed in.
Yeah.
I could have
sworn. Me getting up and letting Henry in stayed in.
No, I know. I really thought that my whole tea tangent would be cut out. But I'm like, oh my God, it stayed in.
It's fine.
It's cool.
We don't have a lot of interruptions here. Just us going on weird side tangents. But that's par for the course of this podcast, I guess. For whatever this podcast is.
Yeah. But anyways, so they get to Beth's apartment.
And she's pinned down. Okay, so this bothers me. It's a technical thing. So back when I was like in the height of this movie, I would watch some behind the scenes features. And I know how they did the whole pull through Beth's chest thing. She has like this plastic like thing that she wears over her that has the rebar sticking out.
Okay.
And she would wear it over herself and then have the shirt over with the poles sticking out to get that effect. And that's a really cool effect, except every time she moves or breathes, that rebar also moves and breathes. And every time I see it, it is distracting because she's breathing and it's moving like, up and down when it shouldn't be.
I didn't even notice that.
I noticed, like, I didn't notice it when I first saw the movie, but when I saw that behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Every time I watch this movie now, I see it and it's distracting because it's like, that shouldn't be moving and it is.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm
you're going to see it.
Yeah. Now everyone else will too. Oh, my God. But, yeah, so they see that she's just pinned down with this rebar.
Pinned down. Yeah, she is in
Come
reality.
on, you just got some metal pole in you. Get up.
You just got a metal pole in you. That's what Travis wanted to do to you tonight. Hey-o!
Hey-o. Poor Travis. You could tell he probably liked her for a while and she...
What do you think happened to Travis?
I don't know.
I'm
sure he evacuated with everyone else.
Okay, so the official story is he got the hell out of New York before anything really happened. But in all of my watchings of the movie until I learned that, I thought he just died.
Oh, no.
I thought, like, maybe he fell out of the building when it collapsed or something like that.
No, I assumed that he... Honestly, very surprised with how quickly Beth got home. But, I mean, I guess we don't know how...
I mean, she probably took a taxi.
Yeah. But, I assume that she probably went home by herself. I don't think Travis went home with her because I think she probably would have wanted to be alone. So she would have been like, oh, it's okay. I'm just going to take a cab
Also, she was
home.
probably just using Travis to make Rob jealous.
Yeah. So she's like, I'm just going to take a cab home. It's cool. And he's like, all right. Like,
he's like, fine. I'm going to leave. I'm going to Newark.
Well, I think he was just like, all right, cool. See ya. And then he left. Shit went down and was like, oh, fuck that. I'm getting out of here.
Bro literally dodged a bullet.
No, yeah. That's what I think he got out.
Yeah. But in all of my watchings up until that point, I thought like he had gone back to her apartment and maybe he like fell out of the collapsing building when it collapsed.
No.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, her windows are open. When they go into her apartment, you just hear this gushing wind. Mm-hmm. And obviously, like, her part of the apartment's like tilted over.
Yeah.
So it's like, I thought he fell out.
Nah.
Into the monster's mouth. He was just like,
like freaking some Attack on Titan Travis
shit. Snack.
Yeah. But yeah, so they decide the only way to get her out of there is to lift her up.
I kind of like this too, where it's just like, put the camera down, come and help me, and like the camera goes down. And it used to bother me that the camera kind of just slid into place, like it was intentional. But then I remember this thing has a strap on it, so it probably just got caught.
Oh, yeah.
And then it slid over and then came free. Mm-hmm. But at first I thought like HUD was intentionally placing it there like that.
Like, there you go.
But yeah, we don't actually see them lift Beth off. We just get it off camera. But I think that's a bit more effective for a movie like this. You don't see the gruesomeness. Like, your imagination can make it look more gruesome than what it would actually be.
No, and just with, like, the sounds and, her...
Oh, yeah, when the like, you hear the...
Yeah, like, you hear it. So I feel like they did a good job with that.
That was some excellent Foley work, if I say so myself. But
yeah, so now they need to get her out. They need to get...
Because in the distance, the monster's coming.
The monster's coming, and they hear the helicopters, too. And they're like, oh, that's our ride. We got to go.
Well, I mean, you can see the monster before the helicopters even show up. What I really like is when they're standing up and they're trying to treat Beth. Mm-hmm. Like, in the distance, they don't focus on it, but you see the monster coming through the buildings towards there. Does the monster's pathway through New York make sense?
I don't know, because again, there's not really...
I don't know the layout of New York well enough to know if it does, but it seems weird that this building presumably fell over because the monster was there. So it seems weird that it would come back around.
I don't think Clover has a endpoint, though, currently. I think it's kind of...
Yeah, it's kind of
they're just going on a little rampage.
There is a theory thrown out there, and I don't really give it too much credibility, that there's actually two monsters running through New York. Like, the child and the parent are running through New York. Like I said, I don't interpret it that way, but it would kind of make sense of why this monster keeps fucking popping up everywhere.
Yeah, I think it just does that because this is a movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And it needs to follow
We wouldn't be watching this event happen if the monster didn't constantly show up.
Exactly. And I think it's just more of like it is erratic. It doesn't have...
It's just going everywhere.
Exactly. But yeah, they exit with this
Nikki's
kombucha.
Getting heartburn online.
No, this kombucha's making me burp so much. I finished
and here I am drinking God's good water.
God's good water. I finished that. Good Lord. Jade's gonna hate that.
It's sorry, a bong. Jade. No, I'm just kidding. Cut that.
Cut that part out.
I don't do drugs, kids.
Do drugs. Only the legal ones. Well, not... Is there...
Do Tylenol. No, that causes autism. Yeah. Sorry.
Doesn't wait. That's crazy. Anyways, where are we at? So they're leaving her apartment. Mm-hmm. They get to the chopper pretty quickly.
Yeah, they do. Not before we get like one of the best shots of the monster, like above what is it, Grand Central Station, like in front of the MetLife building, where it's kind of where we get our first good look at the monster.
Yeah.
Where they're running towards the helicopters, and like HUD points back, and the monster's just over Grand Central Station, and it like roars, and then it does a fucking headbutt into another building, which is really cool.
It's just hanging out. It's
just vibing. It's
going on a little rampage.
Headbutting through different buildings.
As you do. I thought this part was interesting, though, when they split them up.
Oh, where Lilly gets into a helicopter and disappears.
Yeah.
This is where my sequel idea comes in. The sequel follows Lilly.
I would love that because she seems like she knows what's going on.
And that's where my theory comes in, that Lilly is probably the one watching this. Like, I feel like she's trying to learn, like, what's going on. All my friends are dead from this event. I need to, like, she lived it, but now she needs to go back and actually watch, from an objective point of view, what was actually going on.
Yeah.
And my idea for a sequel... J.J. Abrams, you can use this.
Please.
They probably already have ideas.
Yeah.
But it's like we follow Lilly and we, like, maybe she's teamed up with the government, joined, like, the military, learns more about the monster, goes to fight it, stuff like that.
Okay. I don't mind that because I was very interested because for some reason when I watched this again, I was like, oh, does her helicopter go down? Like, and do they see it immediately go down? But it doesn't. Like, she presumably gets away. Yeah.
There's some people that I've seen online who think that, like, her helicopter crashed because, like, seconds after it takes off, you see the monster and you see, like, explosions. But no, her helicopter.
No, I'm pretty sure it got out of there.
Yeah.
And then
the sole survivor of this movie, other than Travis.
Yeah. Other than Travis. Yeah. Our boy.
Our boy Travis.
But no.
He didn't get laid, but he got the fuck out of there.
He did. And that's honestly better than living is better than getting laid, I feel like.
I guess
at this point. I mean, at that
Depends
point.
on who you ask.
You can...
If you ask Andrew Tate, then that's probably the worst thing
I was going to say,
ever.
like, you could live longer to get laid again.
Yeah. You can find better women than probably Beth.
Better women.
Better women.
It's one of those dude bro podcasts.
Yeah, we're stopping the podcast now, and it's just like we're going to talk shit about women. Women, right? They be shopping.
I be shopping. Those damn women.
Those damn women. I ain't gay, but I hate women. Why can't I just fuck my guy friend? Not gay.
Not gay. Not in the gay way.
That's
in the
my
friendly
impression
way.
of Andrew Tate and the Paul brothers.
How weird. God, men. Anyways. But yeah, so now we have HUD, Rob.
Beth and Rob. They get onto a helicopter. They're flying over, and this is when we get our first full body shot. I actually wrote down, like, the times where we get, like, these first full glimpses. So the first clear glimpse of the monster is, like, at the hour and 4 minute mark.
Yeah.
And that's the one where he's over Grand Central Station. We get the first full body look at an hour and 6 minutes in. That's when he's kind of just walking through, getting shot at by the military.
Yeah.
I love the shot where it's like, he turns around and, like, yells at the military, kind of just like, Stop it, guys!
Well, he's probably like, yo, I don't know what's going on right now.
But that's when, like, this stealth plane comes through and just, like, carpet bombs, like, the entire place. And you think it goes down.
Well, HUD is like, it's down. It went down.
Even the military, even the military is just like, it's down. We got him down. And then HUD's just like, yeah, that's the shit right there. Like, talking shit.
And the helicopter that they're in, that they're evacuating on, is flying right over where they just took down Clover.
For movie purposes.
Movie purposes. Because I was like, in reality, you would not be doing that.
In reality, that military helicopter would be flying the opposite direction of this monster. But for movie purposes, we got to see the monster. So.
Yeah, and then, so of course, they fly right over it. And Clover's not down.
No, it lunges at the helicopter. Which, by the way, would it be tall enough to do that? It kind of didn't look like it would be.
I don't know, maybe it's got hops.
Maybe a fucking jump. Oh, God. Talk about a terrifying image of him just leaping into the air like that. Holy shit.
It's like a Jurassic Park where the dinosaurs are all like frogs, like in their DNA.
Yeah.
It has
but then again,
hops.
I feel like the Cloverfield monster is more bat, though. So maybe it started to fly.
It just started to fly. Yeah. And then just took a chomp out of the chopper. Yeah.
The helicopter goes down.
Yes.
And here's the thing. I don't know if you noticed this throughout the movie or if you read about it, but in some of the glitches that happen when we cut back and forth between these things, there's like little subliminal like shots of other monster movies.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah. I wrote down the time, like the timestamps when they happen and what movies they are. So at the 24-minute mark and 6 seconds, we get like a glimpse from the movie Them.
Okay.
At the 45-minute and 27 mark, we get a glimpse of Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. And then the reason why I bring it up is because in this moment, when the helicopter goes down, we get a shot of King Kong at 1 hour and 6 minutes.
Interesting. Okay.
And I like to bring it up because the King Kong one is the only one that I can actually see without pausing. Like, I can actually see it happen.
Oh, okay.
Mainly because it's like a bright white screen. So it's like, it's kind of easy to see, but like, I've gotten to the point where it's just like, I see it. The other ones I can't see.
Yeah, no, this was very a bright white screen, like in your face. And they go down, and how do they survive?
I don't know. But they survive, and the helicopter pilots do not.
That always. The helicopter pilots
who are in armor do not live, but the civilians who are not in armor do live.
Yeah, they just get maybe a broken leg.
Yeah, I think Rob gets like a broken leg or something like that.
Or like a cut or something. They have to like do a makeshift tourniquet. Yeah. But they drag Rob out. They're like, we gotta go. Yeah,
HUD puts down the camera and we get a shot of New York just on fire. Like, it's completely fucked.
Yeah, and HUD goes over to help Beth get Rob up, and they start walking away, and HUD's like, oh, hold on, I forgot the camera.
It always seemed like a weird thing for me why he went back for the camera. I like the justification why he keeps filming in this movie, because he wants to document everything that's going on. And I assume
that's why he went back for it, because he didn't want to lose all of the things that he documented.
Yeah, I get that.
But he goes back, and this part doesn't make sense to me, because I was like, okay, y'all didn't feel or
you didn't see that fucking 200-foot monster right there?
Yeah, because they walk. He runs back, so he faces the direction of where the monster would be.
As they're walking away, like, the camera starts shaking, like, you feel the tremors of it walking up.
And so as he's running back to get the camera, you know, Beth and Rob are like, HUD, and he's like, what? And then,
yeah, I love that. Oh. What? Oh!
And then he looks up, and the monster's just there.
It's just there.
And it's like, so we didn't see that, HUD?
Referencing Jurassic Park, it's kind of like in Jurassic Park where the T-Rex can just manage to sneak up on people.
Yes.
Despite being like a 2-ton animal.
It's like, okay, yeah, sure. I guess we just didn't see this Clover giant monster.
Initially in production, this scene was supposed to play out differently. Like, HUD would turn back, grab the camera, pan up, and the monster would lunge at him. And, like, eat him instantly there. But J.J. Abrams kind of thought, like, the audience deserves, like, a full grand shot of this monster, which I agree.
We got one, and I loved it.
Yeah, this is a great shot. Like, you get the sense of scale. You get to see it, like, pretty up close and personal. He's got the weird breathing sacs on his head.
I like the little sacs.
They're really cool. I also like he's got big old black doll eyes.
Yes. It very much, the doll eyes reminded me of... the alien in Super 8.
Yeah, that's true. Before it like peels back its outer layer eye, and you see it's like very human eyes.
But yeah, and then it eats HUD.
Bites him in half. So here's a little fun fact that I read on IMDb. So in preparation for this movie, all the build-up, they created fake MySpace pages for everybody. Which, by the way, for Gen Alpha, if you don't understand... MySpace was like Facebook and Twitter, but better. It was a social media platform back in the day, like probably around the time Facebook was starting up, or even slightly before.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool site. You can like program your own music to play on your homepage, which I don't know why Facebook doesn't implement that.
I don't know why either. MySpace was so much cooler. I remember my sister, I would watch her like code, like her MySpace page. It looked so cool.
It's kind of a good thing it died when it did, because I would hate to see MySpace fall to the same depths that Twitter has.
Yeah.
It went out on a high note. But anyway, on HUD's MySpace page, it lists his height as 6'2". Then after the movie came out, they updated it to being 2'6" because it got bit in half.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
That's really funny. But yeah, like, it's pretty gruesome. Like, HUD gets bitten in half, and literally, like, as he's falling out of his mouth, you see HUD's feet sticking out of the monster's teeth. Like,
yeah.
It's
crazy. I like how they did this. And honestly, I didn't care that HUD died.
Yeah, it's not sad. No. I do like when he lands on the ground and the camera's right there, and it's like trying to focus.
Zoom in on.
Like it's focusing on the grass, then his face, then the city, and then back and forth. Like, it's kind of this cool, uncanny moment in this character's death.
Yeah. I also was wondering, because, okay, so HUD gets bit in half. And then Rob goes over and gets the camera. So did Clover just leave?
I'm pretty sure it did.
Like, Clover was like, I'm just gonna eat this guy.
I'm just gonna eat this one guy.
You two over that, you're good. I'm gonna...
Clover also hates HUD.
Yeah.
As much as everybody
Clover's
else.
like, this fucking bitch. I'm tired of him.
Who doesn't know about Superman?
Yeah. Literally. But yeah, so Clover's gone.
Yeah. I mean, when HUD gets split in half, you do hear the monster just kind of walk away. And then that's so when crazy. Rob and Beth... I feel like Rob and Beth kind of hid behind the helicopter.
They had to have done something. Because, they run back over. They get the camera.
I always found it weird that they ran back over to just be like, HUD! It's like, he's bitten in half. What do you think you're gonna...
like, it's just half of him now. But yeah, they grabbed the camera and they decided to go hide under hide under a bridge over there.
Some bridge, I don't know. I don't know anything about Central Park. I guess there's bridges. No.
Yeah, and
Jeff Bridges.
And this is when they're doing their final testimony.
I really like this moment of just like Rob just like, I love the line of just like, if you're watching this right now, you probably know more about this than I do. It's like, that's kind of haunting. Of just like, these are two people who know they're about to die.
Yeah. But I also, I don't know, I liked the perspective of Beth as well, because he then points the camera to her and she's just like, what do I say? Like, you could tell, like, she's freaking out.
Yeah. I also like her line of just like, I don't know why this is happening.
She did a good job in this scene, and I like how they played it because of the fact that not a lot of people are going to be like, this is my name, like, and be like more collected and together, like how Rob was. Because she was like, I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, I'm Elizabeth. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Rob's just like making sure that people understand who he is, where he was when they died.
And it sucks too, because Beth had, like, because at least with Rob and HUD
Beth just wanted
Marlene,
to fuck Trevor or whatever.
Well, throughout this whole thing, they were kind of able to slowly piece a couple of things together.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
And they had a longer time period to maybe let things sink in a little bit more.
Yeah, Beth has no fucking clue. Like, when the monster shows up, when it's coming towards her apartment, she's just like, what is that?
Yeah, because obviously before, she just thought it was like an earthquake or something.
Which would make logical sense.
But then she sees this monster.
She sees a fucking kaiju and just like...
She's like, I'm sorry, maybe y'all should have just left me over there, because I seem to have been okay up until this point.
I feel like maybe Beth would have been more understanding if she knew that a monster... Like, again, her knowledge is just like an earthquake happened.
Yeah. I guess so, but yeah, I'm like, girl, call the cops then if you think an earthquake happened. Like, why call the guy that you slept with like 3 weeks ago? Anyways, I digress.
But they love each other.
Yeah, well, because they do their testimonials. They hear the sirens.
Which, by the way, the sirens was Spielberg's idea.
Oh, I liked that.
Yeah.
I also...
he thought it would add to, like, the dread of just, like, it's almost like a countdown.
Yeah, almost. Well, and you hear whenever the helicopter crashes, you hear the radio going off.
Oh, yeah,
still.
where they're, like, the bombing didn't work, creatures still active. And they initiate hammer down.
And they say if you hear the sirens, you're within the blast zone.
Which makes me think that it's nuclear.
Mm-hmm. I think it's nuclear.
Because if it's just like a bunch of bombs, like you could survive that. If it's a nuclear blast, like there's no.
Yeah, so I loved, Rob sitting there videoing himself. And he's trying to talk, and then he hears the sirens, and you could just tell he's like, oh, fuck, like, this is it.
Like, I love his good, like, upset face of just, like, it's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, like, it's over. And, him and Beth, he tells her he loves her. She says, I love you too. And the bridge collapses over them.
And then we cut back to the day that they spent at Coney Island. They have the shot over the ocean, and that's when you see the satellite fall into the ocean.
Yeah.
Never... Like, I was able to see it these last 2 times, but, like, most of the other times that I've watched this movie, it's like I can never pinpoint where that satellite's coming down.
Because I heard about it probably my second or third watch of this, and each time afterwards, like, I tried pinpointing it, and during this watch, I forgot that it happened at the end. I thought it was, like, in the middle at some point. So I missed it again this time around.
I wrote down the time code for those of you that are going to watch this movie. It happens at the hour and 13 mark. So
it's, like, kind of on the...
It's kind of on the right side of the screen. You see its path. It comes up from the top, goes into the ocean. You see the splashdown.
And this was, I don't know, it was a cute little way to end... the movie. They're at Coney Island at a happier time. Rob says, oh, the battery's dying. Like, say one more thing to the camera. And she says, this has been a good day.
Yeah. I mean, it begins that way. It begins with Rob saying, and today's already a good day. Ends with Beth saying, I had a good day. Yeah. So it's tragic. Also, we forgot to mention throughout this entire movie, like, the entire events of this movie happen within a 7-hour period.
Yeah.
And the battery in that camera did not die once.
No, I saw some
Just to give context, when we were filming our Slither review on this camera that, like, was produced in the 2020s, it ran out of battery after 30 minutes.
Yeah. We always have it charged.
Yeah, I have it plugged in so that way it wouldn't happen again. But, like, damn, that battery lasted for like 7 fucking hours.
No, I saw people on Letterboxd were saying like, wow, that
battery
was crazy.
I have some screenshots.
Well, even because Jason and like was messing around with it before they even started the party too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I imagine like they had a recording for a little while, put it down. Maybe they charged the battery, but still to have like it going for 7 hours.
It's crazy.
I like to believe, even though we didn't see it, that maybe HUD in the electronics store probably stole a couple batteries.
Pocketed some batteries, was changing it out, maybe.
That would be the only thing that makes sense to me. Anyway, that's the end of Cloverfield.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the theater at the time when the movie ended, and we got that line, it's been a good day. A lot of people just being like, that's it? That's the end of the movie? I'm like, yeah, that is the end of the movie.
What more do you want?
Yeah. Like,
they died.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people want like a happier ending, or I don't know. Some people want more context too. I don't feel like I really needed that in this movie. I'm sure some people were probably like, well, why was, the monster there? What happened to New York?
One of my favorite aspects of found footage is the unanswered questions.
Yeah. And I feel like whenever you do watch found footage films, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, because you're limited to what the characters are experiencing. And that puts you in the perspective of them. So it's like they don't know, so you shouldn't know?
Sometimes I enjoy movies more when I'm following along with the characters and I know just as much as them, rather than movies where I know more than the character and I'm kind of getting spoon-fed like what's going on the whole time and the plot. And then those movies you can kind of predict what's going to happen in the end. Not saying that like this isn't predictable, but I feel like I enjoy movies more when I know the same amount of information.
I like that we never get in the movie a definitive like answer of where this monster came from, why it's attacking.
I was fine on knowing that, and the fact that there's lore behind it talking about why the monster is there and stuff like that is crazy.
But even thinking of it from the 9/11 metaphor, when we think of 9/11 at the time, we were in shock of just like, why was it happening? And for a while, we had like no answers.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like this random event that happened.
Yeah.
So I kind of like it from that perspective of just like, our characters have no idea what happened and it should remain that way.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we talk about the sequels?
Yes. Okay. So
we'll briefly talk about them. So we'll start with 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I'll just say my feelings about 10 Cloverfield Lane. I feel like it would have been a way better movie if it didn't have that title.
Okay.
Like, because going into it, you know it's a Cloverfield movie. You kind of know what's going to happen in it. Like, or not know what's going to happen, but you're expecting some things to happen in it.
From it being titled Cloverfield.
So, you know, this is one of those movies where you know more than the character. And I don't like that because, you know, the main character, the girl, I don't know what her name, I haven't seen it in a minute.
Well, she's played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah. So, she, you know, gets in a car crash, I think. Yeah. Is saved by John Goodman.
Which, by the way, John Goodman's so good in that movie.
I love John Goodman in this movie.
John's so good, man.
Yes. But, you know, she just thinks she's been kidnapped by this crazy man. He's talking about the end of the world stuff. She doesn't believe him. The air's toxic, da-da-da-da-da. You know, us as viewers are like, well, this is 10 Cloverfield Lane, so he is kind of being honest with her that there is shit going on. So there was no, like, on our side, on the audience side, we weren't also like, oh, is he telling the truth? Is he not? Like, what's going on with that? Like, there wasn't really that mystery there. And I feel like it would have been a way better movie if there was mystery to it. And if they didn't title it 10 Cloverfield Lane. I mean, there are moments in it where there could be some twists, some things that you didn't know were happening. Like there's something with like his daughter that like she wasn't his daughter. I don't know. It could have been better in my eyes. It was fine.
So my opinion of 10 Cloverfield Lane, I think it is a fantastic film until we get to that ending, in which case it then becomes schlock sci-fi action, and it's just like it feels not entirely disconnected from what has been going on beforehand, but feels almost like we stepped into a different film altogether.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that is what it is. 10 Cloverfield Lane started off as a completely different film titled The Cellar, and it was only halfway through production that J.J. Abrams is like, there are themes in here that we could tie to the Cloverfield franchise. So they changed the ending to what it is, and that's how we got the movie. And it very much feels that way.
Okay.
Because what I like about the movie is, yes, we know, for the most part, John Goodman's character is right. The suspense for me comes from, he is right, but he's fucking crazy. And we need to get the fuck out of here. It doesn't matter that he's right. It's just like, he's probably more dangerous than whatever's outside of this.
I don't know. I wanted more psychological thriller aspect of that. Because, I mean, yeah, because you just, you're like, oh, he's crazy. And, you know, yes, he's right, but he's just insane. But there is no back and forth. Like, is he a good guy? Is he lying? Is he not?
They have a little bit of that at the beginning when they first see like the woman who's kind of melting outside. They kind of have a little bit of a bereavement where John Goodman's kind of he lets up a little bit.
I guess.
And, like, they kind of formed this little bond.
It could have been better. I mean, I still liked the movie. Yeah. I think I gave it a 3 stars.
Oh.
So.
I think I would give it the same as Cloverfield, like a 4 out of 5 for me. It's unfortunate that the ending is what it is.
Mm-hmm. No, because, I mean, watching that, I mean, I just watched that, I think, last year or this year. Oh. Yeah, last year.
I watched it this week as well with the original Cloverfield.
I feel like it was literally just a couple of months before we started the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I had a list. I have like over 200 movies on my watch list.
Girl, same, but
I added them to the little spinny wheel thing, and I was letting that choose which ones I watched because I was doing such a horrible job with watching my watch list.
Who watches the watch list?
Not me. And that was like one of the first ones that it picked. And then shortly after that, we started our podcast. So I was like, I haven't really been able to do that.
Cool.
Because I've been watching movies for this.
I mean, 10 Cloverfield Lane, it also moves at a pretty good pace. It's not that much longer than Cloverfield, but it's I think it's like 20 minutes longer. So, really, it just comes from amazing performances. It's got a good story. When we're in the bunker, when we leave the bunker, it starts to fall apart. It's a little
interesting, once we leave.
And then I guess I'll touch, because you haven't seen it, on Cloverfield Paradox. I think I mentioned last week the weird marketing for this, where they showed the trailer during the Super Bowl in 2018, and then they're just like, oh, by the way, after the Super Bowl, you can watch it on Netflix.
Yes, I do remember you
And then literally 2 hours later, they just dump it straight on Netflix.
Yeah. How
wild.
Interesting
very wild
move, yeah.
It turned out not to have panned out very well for them. I looked at the numbers and it didn't do too well. So interesting marketing campaign, didn't pan out. There's probably a reason why they never did that again.
Yeah.
But anyway, at the time I would have described Cloverfield Paradox as being an okay movie until you get to the end. And then it becomes a really bad movie.
Ooh.
Upon rewatching it, and it should be telling, I only watched half of it this week, it is actually a bad movie until we get to the end, and then it becomes a much worse movie.
Oh.
It's... First of all, it follows like 10 Cloverfield Lane. It feels like a different movie entirely, separated with minor connections here and there. They try to explain how everything connects with each other, because they have like a proton collider. Like the whole premise is that the planet's running out of energy. They built this proton collider up in space in the Cloverfield station is what they call it. And the hopes is that they can turn it on and like restore energy to Earth. And when they turn it on, they get transported to a different universe. And like bizarre shit starts happening, like a person appears out of nowhere on the station, dude gets filled with worms.
Interesting, okay.
One dude loses his arm, and then like his arm from a different universe comes and starts writing down hints and notes and stuff like that. Fuck? It's a bizarrely... It's hard to describe because it's such a what the fuck is going on type of movie, and there doesn't seem to be any like rhyme or reason to what's going on.
Huh.
But then at the end of the movie, and it really pisses me off, this movie, we get this subplot with one of the people up in the station, their husband on Earth, and like shit's going on Earth. There's like explosions and like something's going on Earth. And then at the end, like the survivors of the Cloverfield station go back down to Earth. They contact the dude's husband to be like, hey, your wife's coming down. And the dude's like, no, don't send her down here. It's not safe. Don't send her down here. Put her back up in space. And then the closing shot of this movie is the Cloverfield monster coming up through the clouds, fucking tens of thousands of feet tall, and roaring. And then the movie ends. And it pissed me off because I want a sequel to Cloverfield. But I want it done properly. Not just this last minute fucking throw it in just to please the fans.
Yeah.
I remember watching it and being so fucking mad
You're like, what the hell?
Because, like, why the fuck is a monster that tall? I understand the monster in the first movie is supposed to be an infant, but, like, why is it 10,000 feet tall? It goes from being scary to just, like, this is ridiculous.
No, like, that doesn't even... I don't like that.
But yeah, Cloverfield Paradox, not worth your time. I think I'd rate it a 1 out of 5.
Dang.
It's just not good.
Yeah, I was like, that's
also, it feels like a straight-to-Netflix movie.
Oof, that's bad.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I at least heard good things about 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's the whole reason why I wanted to watch it. Because, I mean, people like that movie. I feel like it's pretty solid.
I like it.
Yeah.
Other than that ending. Anyway, before we get to our famous segment here, I'm going to bring in a tiny little segment called Other Movies That Were Going to Be Part of the Cloverfield franchise but aren't.
This seems like it can't be a reoccurring...
It's not going to be. It's for this one specific podcast and one specific thing alone. So in 2018 or 2017, when it was going into production... The writers of A Quiet Place thought that the movie could be integrated into the Cloverfield franchise. But when they brought the script to Paramount, they said this is actually good enough to stand on its own. But at one point in its production, they were considering tying it into the Cloverfield franchise.
I haven't seen any of the Quiet Place movies.
Oh, you only need to see the first one.
I really want to, though, because
we can do that on the podcast.
Yeah, it's like I do really like movies like that. I love an alien movie.
Yeah.
Especially with this kind of vibe. I feel like that would be fun.
I can see why they would think A Quiet Place kind of fits in there.
No,
the monsters
I can
kind of look like the Cloverfield monster a little bit. And it kind of has similar things going on.
Yeah.
In 2018, it was reported that the movie Overlord was going to be part of the Cloverfield franchise. I don't know if you've ever heard or seen Overlord.
Shout out to Sheen from
Ultra Lord.
Yeah.
Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord.
Rest in peace to his voice actor.
No. When I heard that,
I was kind of heartbroken because I liked Jimmy Neutron when I was a kid.
Neutron is amazing. That's one of the first series me and Wing like binge watched together when we first started dating. Was Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, so good.
Anyway, Overlord was initially reported to be part of the Cloverfield franchise because it was being produced by J.J. Abrams. But in April of that year, J.J. Abrams denied the rumors. Basically, Overlord is just like Nazi zombies.
I was going to say, I was like, this doesn't look like aliens. These look like Nazi zombies. Yeah.
It's basically about like this... platoon that gets dropped into Nazi-occupied France, and they come across like this Nazi doctor who's doing experiments with corpses that reanimate dead people. So
interesting. Okay.
It's a really good movie. Has no connection to Cloverfield at all.
Yeah.
But it was initially reported that it was going to be.
Interesting. Okay.
And then last but not least, the movie Underwater from 2020. I don't know if you've seen that. It's got Kristen Stewart in it.
No, I don't believe so.
It was reported by co-star of that movie, T.J. Miller, that it was going to be part of the Cloverfield franchise. But obviously the movie came out and it's not part of that.
Yeah.
But I can totally see the movie being...
No, I'm looking at these pictures and I'm like,
it's got a big Cthulhu monster at the end of it.
I was going to say, this looks like very Cthulhu-esque.
It also would have been interesting because not only is T.J. Miller in that movie, but John Gallagher Jr., who was in 10 Cloverfield Lane, is also in that movie.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It would have been a cool little kind of tie-in if it was.
Mm-hmm. Look how stupid T.J. Miller looks.
He's got a stupid face.
Look at this.
I hate that. I hate the mutton chops.
So
only Hugh Jackman can pull off mutton chops.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that is. Anyways.
Anyway, that was my segment. Movies that were going to be part of the Cloverfield franchise but aren't.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May come up if other movies start to be reported. Yeah. If we ever talk about 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield Paradox, or whenever Cloverfield gets a proper sequel.
Yes, then we'll go through that.
Anyway, time for our actual reoccurring segment. What does Letterboxd have to say?
Yay!
Hooray!
Yes, okay. Start off. I have a 3.5 one.
Okay. I do have some mixed ones in here.
I think I
Like, I have some vary from half a star to, like, I think 3.5 stars is the highest that I have.
Yeah, I have, like... Yeah, I also have a mix.
We might have some overlapping ones. We'll see. Might.
Okay, 3.5 stars. The best part in this movie is when TJ Miller shuts the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah, because, goodness. 2.5 stars. Let that bitch die, for God's sake.
Who bet?
Yeah. Me during the whole movie. Dang, I'm like, stop.
For me, that's a bit harsh, but yeah, I get it.
I'm like, bro, like, we have other loved ones here we need to get out. Anyways. 2.5 stars. You know, there's nothing I hate more than people that willingly sacrifice themselves for someone that isn't family.
No, we need to get Vin Diesel in here. Just be like, mi familia.
Yeah, it's family. No, and not even that. Like, it's just like, Rob, baby, we gotta leave. Like, mourn later. I don't know. I had y'all have already heard my issues with
we've already talked almost 3 hours about it.
Half star, one of the worst movies I've ever watched in my life.
God damn.
Like, Rob, listen.
I think I screenshotted this one
If you're in the middle of the apocalypse, you need to fucking save yourself first. No need to find or save other people. The movie makes my blood boils. Not recommended. Goodbye. Sayonara. Rob, you won't be missed. 0.5 out of 10. Whoever made this film shall rot in hell.
God damn. Matt Reeves is a great filmmaker. How dare you?
I was gonna say, I'm like, I agreed up until like the rotten hell. It's like, it's mainly just Rob.
Also, half a star, Jesus.
I know.
That's a bit much.
Half star, the most annoying men ever. God, shut up.
No, the most annoying men ever are the men from The Hangover. So.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever Andrew Tate's up to nowadays.
He's awful. A masterclass in how to have a movie with literally no likable characters whatsoever. In fact, they're all deeply hateable.
I can see where you're going. I don't necessarily agree, but yeah.
Yeah. God, if I hear this stupid guy yell Rob one more time, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
Oh, we didn't even talk about like the best yelling in this movie is when the Statue of Liberty head comes down and you hear the guy in the background, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Yeah. Oh my God!" Apparently, that was one of the producers.
I heard about that. Yeah, he's like, "Whoa, that's crazy."
Shit's lit.
Someone should have just knocked Rob out. He's so dumb.
No, someone should have knocked Hud out.
Both of them. And why the hell would you write this found footage script with the world's most insufferable pieces of shit ever behind the camera? The romance storyline in there is so blatantly horrible. Watching this was the worst idea I've ever had. I
doubt that's true.
I liked the premise and wanted to like it, but Jesus Christ, this movie is just following the most stupid and annoying guys in movie history ever. A waste of my time.
Fuck, that's harsh.
I was also going to say, whenever they are in Beth's apartment and she's like, "You came for me," and he's like, "Of course I did." I was like, this is not romantic.
Baby, I came for you. I've been gooning all day.
I was like, this. I wrote in my notes somewhere. I was like, yeah, this is not romantic. Stop. Don't romanticize this.
Don't romanticize a monster coming through the town.
Seriously. Okay. Half star. I translated this one. I don't know from what language.
Some foreign language.
Yeah, my Google didn't detect it.
Some women language. Women, am I right?
Am I right? Half star. This is a crime. The only thing that saves it in 2 or 3 moments are the special effects. What disrespect.
A crime, really?
A crime.
Interesting.
And then this is my last one. Half star, also translated. The movie lacking much substance other than the monster that destroys the entire city and a group of friends who give their lives to save the loved one of one of their lives was both the funniest and most irritating thing I found.
Damn, those are all harsh. Mm-hmm. There are aspects of those that I agree with, but I think they take it to a bit of an extreme.
I was gonna say, I feel like there's like bits and pieces where I'm like, yeah, Rob sucks. I hate HUD. there could have been better decisions made. Still a good movie, though.
To me, the only character I outright hate is Hud. Mm-hmm. Everyone else, there are things that I really like about him.
It's crazy because the first couple watches of this that I did, I didn't mind anyone but Hud.
Yeah.
But the last couple times I watched this, I was like, fuck Rob.
I think even 15-year-old me in 2008 was just like, Hud's a bit much.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Okay, here we go. Cloverfield, 2.5 stars. Camera battery goals.
Yep. I was going to save that one too.
It's good. 3.5 star. Oh, no, you already read this one out. TJ Miller, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Here we go. This one's kind of funny. 4.5 stars. J.J. Abrams watched 9/11 and he started cooking.
I saw that one too. He said...
He's like, oh, here we go.
Crazy.
9/11, like every movie in this time period was about. You read that one. Here we go. 5 stars and a heart. The things men would do for some puss.
Literally. the things he would do for some puss, but also not text her back.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
Like, I would fight a monster for you, but I won't call you.
Literally.
For 3 weeks.
Oh my God.
3 stars. If I was at a party and TJ Miller started hitting on me, I'd probably kill myself.
You could tell she just wanted to run.
This one, 0.5 star, boof.
Boof.
That's it. Boof.
Boof.
Boof. 0.5 star, bro, TS was not Allat. ALLAT.
I know, bro, this shit was not all of that.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I translated for him.
God damn, I'm sorry, my boomer brain could not understand what was going on. Here we go. 0.5 star. Sorry, but what a shit video. 3 cry laughing emojis. It pisses me off more than anything else. Movie, no. Video, yes.
Okay.
Crazy. Oh, and here's here's my last one. 0.5 star. So random. I'll give it a heart because it was funny, but I just like ... And also, why is Beth the last to die? She should have died ages ago. Thank you for bringing me joy on Christmas, though. It was funny to look at.
Okay. Joy on Christmas. I like that.
Yeah. I just like how it was like, it was funny, but I just like, and then just didn't continue that thought.
I know.
Like, literally, it just, but I just like, ... And also, like, it just completely loses their train of thought.
That's just how I talk.
Yeah, but in written form?
That's so funny. They just said like and then lost their train of thought. Literally me.
Like you're writing it, you can give yourself ample amount of time to finish your thought. No, I gotta post this right now.
That's so funny because that's how I text too. I'll be in the middle of a conversation with someone. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, texting's different. You gotta reply. I'm just saying you're writing a movie review. Maybe take a little bit more time to finish your thought.
That's so funny. Oh my God. I wrote that.
You're like, oh shit, that was my review.
That was my other account.
Anyway, that was Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
And the start of our found footage month. So
hell yeah.
You've already mentioned, but next week we're doing Lake Mungo. Mm-hmm. I feel like not very well known found footage movie.
Yeah, I think the only time I heard about this is when you were talking to me about it.
Because I fucking hyped this movie up.
Yes.
Because I want more people to know about it.
Mm-hmm. And I will not share my thoughts right now. I understand, but yes.
Okay, fair enough. And you already know my opinion on it, but
Yes.
we'll talk about that next week.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for Found Footage Month.
I am too. I'm gonna watch through them. We have Chronicle after Lake Mungo, and then Creep, which Jade's coming on for.
Yes.
Get excited.
Jade, we're excited to have you on here. It's going to be fun.
Ooh, it's going to be so fun.
At least I'm going to have a fun time. I don't know. You guys are probably going to yell about
Oh,
the movie.
we will. We will fight each other on camera.
As of this recording, I have not watched Creep, so I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I know you and Jade have both seen it, and you guys have ... diametrically opposed views on it.
I hate it. Jade loves it. Yeah. So
it's going to be interesting for me. I keep saying, like, I think the funniest position that I can take is just thinking the movie's okay.
Yeah.
And then just looking at both of you, just like, you both are crazy.
Yeah, that is probably going to be it. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait for that.
I can't wait for it either.
Get excited, you guys.
But anyway, shout out to you, Jade.
Thank you.
Thank you for editing. Thank you for everything you're doing. For all of you who are watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Follow us on our socials, on Facebook and Instagram. Give us a like, comment. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
Eventually, I'm not going to tell that joke. Yeah. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, make sure you turn on notifications. Rate us. Let us know in the comments how we're doing. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And yeah, we hope you guys had a good time listening to us and watching us. I sometimes keep forgetting we got.
I know, we do.
And stay crispy, everybody.
Stay crispy. Stay. What thing can I say for exploding? Stay explosive.
Women be fighting them kaiju.
Right, women don't let anything bite you and explode, I guess.
Don't let a parasite filled with seabed nectar bite you, because it will not turn out well.
No, not at all.
You will not be crispy, you will be exploding.
Yes, and also stay spooked.
Stay spooked. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.